Good evening. What's your name?
Colton, I
All right, you were on probation in
Hello, hello.
Tucson
Can
City
you hear me
Court
now? Thank
on
you.
a charge of interfering with domestic violence, interfering with judicial proceedings. There's a petition to revoke your probation
Despensa de
alleging
la
number
vida.
one, that on or about March 5th, you consumed or possessed alcohol. Number two, on or about February 28th and March 4th, you engaged in threatening, abusive, coercive, or violent behavior. Three, on or about
Agua.
February 18th, March 4th, and 5th, you had contact with the victim without written approval of the adult probation department. And number four, on or about February 18th, you resided with an intimate partner without prior written approval from the adult probation department.
Hey, just to give you a heads up, this judge is slow as molasses. He's freaking like a
We will
sloth.
note that
If you have any plans,
you
just
were
cancel them now.
arraigned and will enter
Because we're going to be here
denials.
all night. What up, Mondo? What is it with the flushing? Flushing, people that, when you never hear the flush, is either a domestic violence, bad charges, an offense. What's going on from the UK? What up, Carl? How's it going? Welcome. Monotone, laughing out
And
loud. So set up a cot. Yup.
we're going to set bond in the amount of $2,499.
He did say intimate partner. I did catch that. I wonder what he means by that. Hey, what's up, Crazy Mama 57? And for anybody that's wondering, this is live and direct. It is live. It's happening right now in real
I'm
time.
appointing the city public defender to represent you. Next court date will be a video review, March 26th at 1:30. If you bond out, it will still be the same date and time, but you show up in person, March 26th, 1:30. You're excused.
I'm bringing some Jamaica. Damn. Is that Jamaica? Damn, you got some good ice. This is Jamaica. I was like, damn, she has X-ray vision, but you saw it on the straw. Mm-hmm.
Sorry? No, you got it's 24 minutes.
This is live. I gotta ask before someone else does. That's right, Chicali. Hey, you know what? Hey, most of the time, 95% of the time that I'm on, all this stuff that I run, especially on TT,
Here's
it
the
is
first
live.
one.
Y gracias. Hey, sit down. Sit down there, old timer. What are you doing right here? Come on, don't you see the chair? Are you blind?
Be quiet.
Access to it, then just know that if you receive my housing director, they called it over here to the prison. I mean to the jail that I got housing now with Primavera. So, yeah,
Gotta make you guys laugh,
you know,
right? I
thank
love
you.
this page, guys. Thank you, Stacy. Yeah, we're in Pima County, and it's gonna be a long ride
Hello, what's
tonight.
your name?
My name is Joe Ricoca.
He kind of looks like is it Kurt Russell?
Just a minute.
Yeah, Kurt Russell, right? He's the one that's in Big Trouble in Little China. He just needs the little. Where's this located? Pima County, Arizona. And my location is an undisclosed location. This judge is definitely slow, super slow. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a long night tonight.
Where's the, well, I've got his case. Where's the public defender? This is number 9.
I'm gonna take my shoes off. It's gonna be a long night tonight.
Joe. Okay.
I know with Joe's good.
What's your last name?
Castro.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Well, of course he's right. I would hope he knows his last name, Judge, Your Honor, Your Majesty, if you will. Hey, we're gonna get a lot of smokers tonight. At this time of night, that's different. Yeah, things
All
run
right,
differently.
you've
in
got
Arizona.
several matters here in a couple different courts. You've got a warrant for trespassing and possession of drug paraphernalia on a 2025 case. This is in Pima County Justice Court. You've got another warrant from Pima County Justice Court that's a trespassing. Another one, another trespassing.
Hey, hello, Candace. Beautiful me.
You got another one from 2023 trespassing, couple failures to appear.
Jenny Lynn, Ellie
And
Flaga.
you've got a new case. You were charged today with disorderly conduct, trespassing, and possession of drug paraphernalia. On each of your justice court matters, I'm going to hold you on. There are 5 of them, $200 bonds, each one.
That's right, Stacy. New
You're going to
Jersey
be
in the
seen
house.
on Monday, the 10th at 1 p.m. on video, and you will be represented by Anna Dennis as your attorney. Okay, so let's approve these.
Mass, Your Honor. Just 2 days ago, I was released from here, and all this was quashed.
I can't
And-
answer any questions for you, sir. You have an attorney. Talk to her about it. Okay? All I know is what I see in front of me. I don't know what happened 2 days ago.
This guy, he's on something definitely. Either that or he got old timers. Old timers. Isn't that old timers? James's house timers. What up,
We're
D?
not done.
We're not done.
Okay,
You're
you've got
back.
some Tucson City Court matters as well.
Hey man, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys that subscribed or followed on the smaller channel. Highly appreciate it. We just hit 2,000 followers on the smaller
Got a drug paraphernalia case
on
from
the smaller
last
page.
year.
So appreciate that. Sup,
That's pretty
player?
gone.
Failure to appear.
I had to take a break because they kept on cutting
And
my
you got
feed.
a trespassing case. This one is from 2023.
What
failure
up,
to
West
appear.
Stone One True? Why do you lift up?
Still
his
been
hands like
gone.
On your city court cases, I am going to, all previous conditions of release that were previously imposed still apply.
that? Hey there.
I'm going to
what up,
release you on this with a court date of April 18th at 9 o'clock. I do note that you're being held on the justice court matters.
What up, Sophie?
And we're going to appoint the city public defender on these city cases. Okay, now we're done. You're excused.
Get out
So
of my
what is it that
face.
happens now?
You're gonna be seen on Monday on your justice court matters. You're gonna be seen in April on your city court matters. You're excused.
So
One more question. You're excused.
I'll be released and I'll be coming back on Monday. Is that what I'm getting?
He said no more questions. Hey, so I'm doing good.
Yes.
Thanks for asking. Next, don't be asking this judge question.
how are you?
Oh, what's your name?
My name is Cheyenne Day, sir.
Yay. Okay.
What up, Marie?
Yes, my girlfriend.
No, stop.
Okay.
Don't talk about your case.
Shut your mouth. Oh, you're trying to rat out your girlfriend already. You just got here. It's only been 2.5 seconds. What's wrong with you? I know what you were doing in the back of the cop car. This guy over here. Look at him. Like, come on. What do you guys think this guy's here for? What do you think he did?
All right, Mr. Day, you're charged with disorderly conduct and assault with injury.
What is
In
he doing
order
now?
that you not
What up,
commit any acts of domestic violence. That is your condition of release, along with don't violate
I just
any
got here.
state, local, or federal law. I'm going to release you on this matter, and your next court date, this is Pima County Justice Court, March 17th at 10:30 a.m.
Okay.
You're
Yes,
excused.
sir. Thank you. Thank you very
Why
much.
is he? Hey, why is he licking his mouth like that? Like that's it's all weird. Is he under some narcotics?
Hello, what's your name?
Take your hands out of your
There,
pants.
going?
Get your hands off the
Joy.
wishing stone.
Okay.
What's up with this guy over here? Playing with his family jewel over here. Pretty hair. Ay, ay, ay. Detoxing. He's gorgeous.
Okay, Mr.
Ay, ay,
Joy,
ay.
you've got cases in 2 different courts. You've got a couple of warrants. Actually, let's see.
This guy, you guys think he's here for rugs?
You got a
Wishing
couple
stone.
of warrants in Pima County Justice Court. One is failure to appear on a shoplifting case. Well, both of them are shoplifting cases.
Oh, that
And
is true,
you've got
Sarah.
a new charge also in Pima County Justice Court, and that also is shoplifting.
All right.
So the 2 warrants bonds are set in the amount of $500 a piece, and Jill Gukin is appointed to represent you. You're going to be seen on video on Monday at 1:00 p.m.
Jesus.
All right.
Your new case with Justice Court.
No, this is Pima County, Sierra.
That's bond. That bond is also set at $500. You're ordered not to return the location of the alleged incident. No contact with victims. Joe Gukin is appointed on that one as well. Same court date, March 10th, 1 p.m. on video.
All right.
Now,
Sounds good.
you also have some Tucson City Court cases.
Hey, so Pima's going to start at 7 p.m.
2024, you were charged with shoplifting and failure to appear. 2021, you were charged with 2 counts of disorderly conduct and assault.
Let me ask you guys. So,
2019, you were charged with theft, drug
Hey, great.
and failure to appear.
what up, Tonka?
On the newest matter, we'll enter not guilty plea. We're going to appoint the city public defender on all of these. Bonds on your city court case total $500. We're going to set a video review for you, and that will be March 14th.
Why is he
at
making faces like he's in a
1:45.
photo shoot over here? Any ladies interested?
If you bond out, April 7th at 9:00 in person.
He's giving no F's.
All right. Sounds good.
Sounds
We're
good.
excused.
Next.
Thank you.
More like hair products. Hey, so let me ask you guys. So if this Maricopa starts at 7 p.m. Do you guys want to continue watching this if we go into overtime, or do you want to switch over to Maricopa? You guys tell me, and we'll go ahead and
Hello,
do that.
what's your name?
Back to Ray over.
Okay, we're gonna switch. It looks like the majority of you guys want to switch, so we're switching over at 7. So when the clock hits 7, we're out of here like a bat out of hell. All right. Whatever's clever, carnal. What? Can we bail someone out? Hell yeah. You could do whatever you want. It's still a free country, if you will. He thought he was on a date with an inmate. Tonka, bro, the new judge got fired already. Shh. I'd rather take the new judge right now at this point. How do I bail out that guy? Do I just call the county? You would have to call bail bondsman, and you got to get his name. So if you want to get his name, because I didn't catch it, you're going to have to jump on my YT page. You're going to have to replay back to get his name and reach out to a bail bondsman in Pima County, I think, if you will. Wait for me. I'm going to go to jail. Then you can bail me out. Right, Jesus. Agua. Did they say what this guy did yet? Switch this guy drags. Bro, you can hear about the execution in SC today. Nah, I've been too busy either on here or sleeping. This judge is super duper slow. How is everybody doing today? Let's go ahead and get a collect call, roll call going on.
You were charged with
Where you guys
domestic
from?
violence, disorderly conduct. I'm going to order that you not commit acts of domestic violence. Don't violate any state, local, or federal law. You are released on this matter with a court date of March 17th at 10:30 a.m. and that will be at Pima County Justice Court. You're excused.
Watching from Miami,
Thank you.
Florida, North Carolina, Don't Want in Boston, Massachusetts, in the house, Tucson, Arizona. It's on your cap. It's in the 213 Goodyear, Arizona.
Hello, what is your name?
Troy Joaquin.
I'm sorry, say again.
Troy Joaquin.
Oh, this was on a good one. He's on a sick one. His face is all dirty, looking like a mugroso. What do you guys think this guy's here? I say rugs or possibly shoplifting.
You have warrants on 3 counts of theft.
There it
These
is.
are in South Tucson Municipal Court. Also, a charge of failure to obey the lawful order of a law enforcement officer.
I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. I was in court.
Don't talk about your case.
Shut your mouth, homeboy.
Or were you going to tell me why you didn't come to court?
In prison, actually.
You were in prison.
Yeah, I missed that September 4th date.
When did you go to prison?
Earlier that year.
I'm sorry?
Earlier that year.
What year?
Yeah, last year.
When last year, sir?
Yeah, when?
September.
And when did you get out?
After that court date.
After that court date. The judge wants a date. He wants a specific time.
When did you get out of prison?
After September 29th.
Ay. He almost had it. He almost had it in the bag, but he don't know the dates. So he got hit.
Bond is set in the amount of $500. You're going to be seen on Monday, 10 o'clock a.m., March 5th. I'm sorry, March. Vaughn will be representing you. You're excused.
Next. I do gotta get my A for effort. He did try that, so definitely an A for effort. What would you guys rate his effort right there, trying to get out of that failure to appear? He's gonna go back. He's gonna go again. That's a fail.
Masters.
He's coming.
Are they all males? No, we get females, but they're normally here for the females. Are the one from yesterday was crazy. The one with the drive-by, the one that shut up her ex partner's or instrument partner's house up. That's crazy. Plot twist: that fool didn't live there. She shut up the wrong house. That was bananas. Damn. Hey, you gotta be careful who you mess with. Hey, what's up, T-Talk? You never know. You know what's going through the mind. She went to the
What's your name?
Oh, this was
Eric Masters.
Mr. Masters, you have a new case in Pima County Justice Court on shoplifting charge. We're going to order that you not return to any Walmart store and do not have contact with the alleged victim, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I am going to release you on this case with a court date of March 17th at 8:30 at Pima County Justice Court.
A la madre.
You also have several cases in Tucson City Court.
Yeah, he is definitely in a sick one.
So you were charged with smoking marijuana in public and possession of or a drug violation in a drug-free school zone. This is from March.
It's new, I think, sir.
Well, this date is wrong.
Hey, I think the reefer are the least of his problems. I don't think the reefers did all that to him.
Not guilty. Reckless burning and failure to appear. This is from January 15th and January 28th. Not guilty.
He just needs some
October
sleep.
4th of last year, you cited for 2 counts of threats and intimidation. You failed to appear in November of last year. Not guilty. July 4th of 2023, trespassing and subsequent failure to appear. Not guilty.
Hey man, yesterday
And
here it was wild. It was bananas. That was like in a different world. It was like
June 25th of last year, disorderly conduct, a couple failures to appear.
It was like if the moon and the sun
Not
aligned
guilty
correctly.
on all of those. We're gonna order that you not contact any alleged victims. Stay away from each incident location.
Hey,
Do
Britt,
not
thank you for
possess
the
or
follow.
consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. The bond is set in the amount of $500. The city public defender is appointed. Video review will be March 14th, March 45, Tucson City Court. If you post bond, it'll be April 7th at 2 p.m. You in court in person.
Okay, so I'm staying in jail for $500, $400, something like that.
If you don't post the bond, yes, you will stay in jail. If you do post the bond, you'll be released. Okay.
I don't have it, sir.
I guess you'll be there until at least until March 14th. You're excused.
Get out of my
January, February, March. So 3 months I'll be here.
I'm done.
1 week, sir.
Okay.
Don't
All
talk
right.
to me.
You're excused.
I won't forget the dude that kept repeating himself and then gave the thumbs up, laughing. That was yesterday. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one. I should have clipped that one. 3 months. Hey, if you're not tapping, you must be napping. What's up? Let's get up to 20K so we get to the
Hello.
FYP.
What's your name?
Hello.
Irie Hayes.
Hayes.
Haynes,
Yes, sir.
like the underwear.
Yes, sir.
I want to get him out. Damn, he's itching. Oh man, he's definitely on a good one.
Here it is.
What about the Michael guy from yesterday? Oh, Michael Maga. Sheesh.
Okay, you are charged with trespassing and possession of drug paraphernalia. This is from today. We'll order that you not return to the location of the alleged incident. And
Coming down. Homeboy is detoxing for reals.
don't
Is it
have any
cold in there?
contact with the alleged victim.
I'm sure
No
it is cold in
alcohol
there.
or illegal drugs.
Because they recycle the air and they blow some cold ass air. I've never been there before, but I've been in facilities before, so that's how normal they do it. They recycle the air, and man, that AC is running 24/7, and you're freezing.
Let me
Got no
double check
thermals,
something right quick.
right, Frank? Yeah. I bet he wants some chocolate and sweets. Oh yeah, 100%. Oh, it's always cold in jail. He has the itches. Hey, what's up, K? Do they give them a heavy blanket? They give you a freaking blanket that has holes on it. It's like these white blankets, and they have a bunch of little holes on them. Like, how the hell are you going to stay warm if your blanket has holes on it? It doesn't make any sense. And for those of you that have been in any type of facilities, you know exactly what blankets I'm talking about. Those white blankets look like they were knitted with a bunch of little holes. And then they got those other blankets that are gray, that are freaking nasty and dirty. I don't think they ever washed them. So that when you get that blanket, it probably has scabies or bed bugs or something in it. And I'm not joking about this. If you've been to these places, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, what up, Southside Big K99?
It looks like you also have a probation matter going on in Maricopa County. On your city court matters, bond is set in the amount of $500.
Yeah, Ramirez, he got paroled. If you want to see the whole video, I got it up on my YouTube page at CollectCallFrom. I clipped it
The city
so you can
public
see
defender
everything.
is appointed, and we're going to give you a video review date of March 14th
Yeah, he got out. Oh, no, sorry. He didn't get out.
at 1:45.
He got found suitable. He's getting out in September, so he still has a few months before he goes home. But yeah,
If you're released prior to that,
I've been there.
April
The blankets
7th.
suck, yup.
9:30
Right, Kyle?
in person And these are in Tucson City Court. And that's it. You're excused.
Thank you.
Sorry, no tortinha.
There it is, our first female of the night. Any gentleman interested?
Hello, what's your name?
Evie Jimenez.
Okay.
Not in Arizona. Well, I'm saying DV. DV, most likely DV, maybe a DUI, or maybe both. Who knows? We'll see right now. They do this all night long. Yeah, in Arizona they do. Arizona is way different than other states. They run court 7 times a day in Maricopa County. In Pima County, they run it twice a day. This is night court here, if you will. Shoplifting, theft, drugs. I'll bail her out. Winston, one true rights. Hell no rights, Kyle. Yes. Oh yeah, definitely. I know, right? Jaime. That's awesome.
Okay,
Here you get
you're
arrested
charged
Friday.
with
Yeah. What is it? And your final answer is
domestic violence,
Oh,
disorderly
you
conduct,
got
and
it.
domestic violence, criminal damage.
Awa.
You're in order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence.
Frank says I'm a bail her out. I'm good. I told you, man. I'm on point. Assault. Southside BK writes, she's a hottie. Never mind. Never mind. Writes player _13. Shout out from SELA, Southeast Los Angeles in the house. That's right, representing that either 323 or the 213. Well, Trebon, I'll bail her out. I'll buy that for $1. She's my next wife, writes Trevor. K writes, she's cute. You got all excited. Faith. Hell no, Mike. Yeah, you might have mess around and end up getting whacked. Let's see. Why does she have her in her hand? I don't know. I can't see. No, her fingers? No, she don't have nothing in her hands. I can't see anything. Maybe a paper? No sé. Let me see. Banana almost gone. Stealing assault. So,
Okay,
hey, you know what?
you're released on the condition that you not commit any acts of domestic violence and don't violate any state, local, or federal law. We're releasing you. Your court date at Tucson City Court is April 8th at 1:30.
She's out. She's back in the streets, boys.
Have a seat later. You're sitting away from
14 days.
No stay away order. Nope, not this judge. She's about to. I wouldn't be surprised she'll be back tomorrow night. Next, we got another one. What do you think she's here for? She looks kind of young too, real young.
Hello, what is your name?
Ligia Samantha Martinez Picado.
Come again? Where is this? Pima County, Arizona, Tucson, Arizona. Okay, Elle
Say your
says,
first name again.
Ligia.
Okay. All right, so
What's her
you're
first name?
charged with domestic violence, assault.
why? Jalissa, I don't know. Lydia. Okay, I can't repeat that on here. They might be kids. Think about the children, the kids out there. Hey, and if sharing is caring, if you guys got somebody that you guys think would like this stream, share with them. Because sharing is caring. Share with them even if you don't like them. Why the toilet? Because she did domestic violence. It's no bueno. So loud. Why? So loud. Let me see. I'm going to turn it down a notch. I don't want to wake up Abuelita Despensa and the tira for the DV Fernando. What? Yeah, so anytime you guys hear the toilet, it's either because they did domestic violence, they're beating up their partners, they've hurt children, or something that definitely pulls out our emotional strings, if you will. What's the judge doing? That fool's taking a siesta right now. He'll wake up right now. Let me just snap my fingers and he'll wake up right now. Wake up, Judge. Wake up.
Okay.
Toilet
We're going
love.
to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, don't violate any state, local, or federal law. You are released from custody. Your court date at Tucson City Court is April 8th at 1:30 p.m. You're excused.
Get out of my face.
Granga.
All right, we got 29 minutes before we switch over to Maricopa County, all right? Set your clocks. And if you don't, look at my clock back here somewhere. Next, what do you guys think this lovely young lady is here
Hello,
for?
what is your name?
I'm Alexis. What do we got?
Okay, one moment.
I will say rugs. I'm going to say rugs on this one just because of her movement and touching her
How are you
face.
guys?
Lots of females now. Yep. And they're all taken, ladies and gentlemen. So they're not available. Rugs. A lot of you guys are saying rugs. There's one or two that said DB. These females had combed their hair today at least. Yeah, yesterday was rough. I don't think they were giving out the fish kits. If you don't know what a fish kit is, as soon as you get to jail, they give you like this little Ziploc bag. It has normally like a comb, a black little comb that's like about this big. They give you one cheap razor, one that has one blade, and is really flimsy, could break easily. A toothbrush about this big, one of those Bob Barkers, a little thing of toothpaste that tastes like crap, and I think that's about it. That's all they give you right there. So maybe they didn't have any fish kits yesterday. Hey, Mark, thank you. Highly appreciate that for sharing the live. That's what I'm talking about right there. Teamwork makes the dream work. Be like Mark, everybody. Be like Mark. She's slouched over right now. She's definitely slouching. Real Talk writes, your favorite one. I got a fish kit somewhere back here. I think I got like a razor blade on it. I need to find one of the little Bob Barker toothbrushes. You see, she's coming down hard.
Okay,
Can't
you're
stand that,
charged
Judge.
from today with domestic violence, criminal damage.
Mm.
That you not commit any acts of domestic violence. Don't have contact of any kind with Omar Cunningham, and stay away from his home and workplace. No contact means no face-to-face contact, no calling, texting, emailing, using letters or notes, social media, or third parties to get rid of him. Stay away from his home and workplace, except that you get a one-time return visit with a police escort to get your personal belongings. You also have a case from 2021. You were charged with obstruction and refusing to give your true name, and you never appeared in court on that. So
She's ready to get on and do it again.
enter a not guilty plea on that one.
Is he going to let her go? Probably. He'll probably let her go. We'll see. What about soap, shampoo, and deodorant
Why didn't you
in that
come to
fish
court?
kit?
Sir, to be honest, I didn't even know about that charges. I didn't know about that.
You what?
I didn't even know about that, sir.
You didn't know about it?
No, sir.
Well, you apparently signed the ticket, so I guess you did know about it. If I release you, are you going to come to court and take care of these cases?
Of course.
Of course.
All right. I'm going to release you with the conditions that I've mentioned, and give you a court date at Tucson City Court of April 8th at 1:30 p.m.
Thank you.
Hey, Ash.
Okay,
I'm not
you're
sorry,
excused.
Ash. Oh, yeah, Ash.
Just haven't seen your girl.
In LA County, they don't give you shampoo. They don't give you shampoo or deodorant. All they give you is like a little bar of soap that's like this big, that's barely enough just to wash your hands one time and it's gone. Other than that, they don't give you any of the
Hello, what
other
is
stuff.
your name?
Hector Campa.
Yeah. Let's see what we've got here. You've got both misdemeanor cases and felony case charges. Felonies are possession of narcotic drugs and possession of paraphernalia. Looks like you also have a probation hold, so regardless, you're going to remain in custody on that. In order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, do not go back to the location of the alleged incident. The county, and you qualify apparently for the STEPS program. I'm going to read a statement to you about that.
No, oh yeah, he just showed up. I could see like a piece of his arm on here.
Okay, you may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific for your needs, for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting, this is what's on this printed page. This does not necessarily mean that you're going to be released since you have the other hold. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the county attorney is, since you're being held, the county attorney is asking on this case for a $1,000 bond. Defense wish to have input on that.
Yes, Your Honor, we would ask that the court impose a nominal bond, given the probation holding, given the fact that these are just personal possession charges. We would just ask the court impose a $50 bond for time credit.
Does the state wish to be heard?
Your Honor, nothing further.
Hey, this fool looks like Tarzan. That's who he looks like. I was trying to figure out who he looked like. He looks like Tarzan. I feel much better. Gracias. Furby, thank you for the like. Highly appreciated. Come on, what's up? We're at 12,000 taps on the
my
little
concern
account.
is these
said
cases
20.
that we haven't gotten to yet with
Thank you,
the city
thank
of
you, Lexi.
Tucson. You seem to have a rather poor history of showing up in court. So I'm going to set bond in the amount of $1,000 on this felony matter. And you have a court date of March 17th at 1:30. STEPS court is also March 17th. That's at 9 o'clock. And do not possess any alcohol or illegal drugs or return to the location of the alleged incident.
Arian and Tracy, thank you for liking. Highly appreciate
Now,
you
getting
guys.
to the misdemeanors in Tucson City Court. Today, you were cited for trespassing and possession of paraphernalia. And we'll enter not guilty plea on those charges.
This judge is definitely low riding. Hey, Tracy, thank you. Appreciate the heart. Highly appreciate it. Gracias a ti. Yeah, is that Q or AJ? Thank you for the like. Be youthful, welcome. Is this the only hearing for tonight, or do we have Maricopa? Yeah, we got Maricopa. Maricopa is gonna be in 21 minutes. As soon as it hits 7, we're gonna be out of here like a bat out of hell. Don't trip, because I can't take much longer of this here. This dude's too slow for me. I don't know if he's been hitting the reefer
You
or
have a
what.
2020 case, shoplifting, contributing, and failing to appear in court. Last time you didn't come to court was last month.
It's in Arizona. AZ, if you will. This
Another
man.
case in 2020.
And I was excited.
And contributing, and again, the failures to appear.
I was excited to get on because I did
Another
that last stream in the morning.
2020, shoplifting and trespassing, and failures to appear.
And then I get this guy. I'm like, man, we got hit today.
The last item is from last year, shoplifting.
Hey, thank you, Lexi. Highly appreciate
Obstruction and possession of paraphernalia, and failure to appear.
He said, bro, the judge's going to go backwards if he goes any slower. Ay, ay, ay. Let me see. You get paid for this? I wish I did. Hell nah. This is it's just for fun, man. Just curious. Nah, I wish I was getting paid, but nah. I got nothing coming my way. And sometimes the viewers will send me like some flowers or whatever, and I'll have like
Bond is set in the amount of 500 on the city matters. Don't go back to the incident locations. No contact with victims. City public defender appointed.
Hey, thank you for that. Who
And
sent that?
video review is scheduled
Sierra,
for
thank you.
March
Appreciate
14th. 1:45.
Don't forget to follow. It's free 99. Thank you for that, Amber.
Potentially, if you're released on everything, we'll set an out of custody date for April 7th.
Bro, 7 p.m. can't come fast enough. What's wrong with this judge? He's a fool. And then he be cutting everybody off. They try to talk and he just cuts them off.
That's it. You're excused.
Get out of my face. MC Mariana. Oh wow, I'm new here. I didn't know they had court this late. Yeah, they do. Hey, welcome, MC. Hey, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, por favor. Why does the PD only show up for some?
You can change it in there.
I think it depends whether it's a misdemeanor or a felony in Arizona. Not everybody's entitled to a lawyer, and that's different. Hey, what's up, lovely sunshine? Damn, lovely
Hello,
sunshine.
what's your
Where
name?
you been? Do LA County. I wish.
You take the what?
Gene, happy hermano.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Hold that thought. So yeah, I'm used to always getting a public pretender. You know where I came from. Those are guaranteed. But in Arizona, not everybody gets them.
All right, sir. I'm sorry. I was distracted. What's your name again?
Gene, happy hermano.
LA County, they don't do online court like this.
Let's see what we've got.
If they did, man, I would be all over that. Imagine the cases we'll be having in LA. LA will be nonstop all day, every day. They got so many courtrooms, and they got a bunch of courtrooms all over the city.
You're charged with aggravated driving under the influence, wrong way, and driving under the influence with your license suspended for a previous DUI. And I know you are on probation.
Does Indiana do live? I don't know.
In
I don't think
Maricopa
so.
County for a DUI.
I sent a gift. You missed
The
it.
state's asking me to hold you on a $25,000 bond. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, we would ask that you release him to pretrial services supervision. They scored him as a 1. Pretrial services was able to confirm housing and employment for him. He is employed as a registered behavioral health tech. Given that and given the monitoring that pretrial can impose, we would ask that the court release him to pretrial services supervision.
All right, thank you. We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, the state's bond request is based off the court. The court did note being on probation for a DUI. This is also a wrong way DUI, which has it can be fatal in many situations. And based on the interim complaint, it looks like the defendant drove nearly 7 miles the wrong way on the interstate. So given that, the state is requesting the bond.
All right, thank you.
Hey, so imagine we did LA County, man. We'll be having court in Lancaster, and Newhall, freaking Norwalk, LA County, CCB.
I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't drive without a valid license.
Rio Hondo
Contact
court.
your assigned probation officer on your first working day following your release from custody. Set bond in the amount of $2,500 and appoint the public defender to represent you.
My
Your
boys,
court
Wendy
date is March
C,
17th at 1:30.
Mando, what up, John? How's it going? Laughing
You're
out
excused.
loud. That bond is probably 50 cents.
It's
I'm late
106
tonight.
outside.
Hey, don't trip, Kate. It's the slow judge, slow as molasses judge, right? We're waiting for the clock to hit 7 in 15 minutes so we could be out of here. Pew! We're gonna be out of here. So why are you going the wrong way? It's all bad. Sandra, hey, gracias, Sandra. Highly appreciate that. Appreciate those puffy hearts, if you will. Santa Monica Court. And you know what? I think maybe that the man, because CCB has there's criminal court building right there on Temple, and then they got Bush Hit Street Court right there in Viengas, right next to the LA County Jail. Man, I'll be I wouldn't even know what to stream if we had the ability to do that. What's next? At right now in 15 minutes we're gonna switch over to Maricopa County because I can't take too much of this George. Come on, 7. Come on, 7. Here we come. Here we come. Next on The Price is Wrong. Let's see who is this.
Hello.
Damn, fool didn't even comb his hair.
Hello, what's your name?
Looking like
Anthony.
Last name.
Leha.
Julia, you charged with aggravated assault with a dangerous instrument. In order that you not have contact with the alleged victim, stay away from that person's home and workplace. Do not possess any firearms or any other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. State's asking me to hold you on a $5,000 bond. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, we would ask that you release him to pretrial services supervision. This is his first arrest, felony arrest of any kind. And I understand the allegations in this case, however, the alleged dangerous weapon was wrong. Given that, we would ask you give him an opportunity on pretrial services release.
Okay. Well, a rock can be a deadly weapon.
Eminem.
We'll hear from the state.
Could be a deadly weapon. Spitting on somebody.
Your Honor, the state's bond recommendation is based on the defendant having an active NVCA flag as well as the nature of this offense. The victims in this case were completely minding their own business. This was a random attack on people who were not doing anything whatsoever. We're not threatening the defendant. So based on the nature of that offense, the state is requesting a bond.
Yeah, I wouldn't let that fly.
Bond is set in the amount of $5,000 with the conditions that I mentioned. You're going to be seen on March 17th at 1:30, and the public defender is appointed to represent you. You're excused.
March 17th. Okay.
Hey, he's definitely a threat to public safety. Hey, I don't want that. If he's hitting random people with rocks, no thank you. You think I'm trying to get hit up the side of the head with a rock? No thank you. He's perfectly safe where he's at right there. That's where he needs to be. I'm not sure how many of you will agree with me.
I don't want to.
Or shit. What about if he wants to throw that rock like over a freeway overpass? Then what? Hell nah. Keep him in there.
Hello.
Damn, abuelita.
What is your name?
Diga Maria.
They got abuelita. Sheen Gators.
Say again.
Oh, she's coming down. She's going through it right now. She's definitely Malias.
Can't hear her.
She's messing her with. She's messing her with methany. Methany is no bueno, abuelita. Stay away from methany.
Spell your last name.
No sé. ¿Qué? ¿Qué dijo este güey? Oh, yeah, abuelita. Abuelita de
Is she muted?
Yeah, Your Honor.
Is her arm missing? I don't know.
the right way to
Is
spell
it?
your
No. Does she only have one arm? Is she the one-armed man?
I don't understand what she said.
Can you find
She said Ortega
please?
Maria.
Okay.
Hey, what up, Wendy B? How's it going? Welcome back. Not Methany.
Does she also go by Maria Sevilla?
It looks like
said
she has
no.
one arm. That's her arm.
Can the jail confirm what her actual and true name is and her date of birth?
Judge, we also need to know if she has one arm or two. The audience.
The
wants
jail
to
has
know.
her as Maria Ortega.
Her full name is Maria Guadalupe Ortega. Date of birth, April 18th, 1980.
What? She's from 80?
Okay.
No way. I'm from 81.
I have an interim
Damn.
for a Maria Sevilla with a date of birth April
Thank you,
18th
Kentucky.
of 1976.
Even 76,
Are these
she's looking
supposed to
mighty
be the
rough.
same person?
If she's from 80 or 80 or 76, she's all bad. Damn, I'm looking pretty good, man. Look at my skin. Sheesh. Look at my female's mustache. Damn, look at that.
What?
Abuelita's going through some rough times.
Alias?
1880.
Maria
Ay, ay,
Ortega
ay.
is charged with possession of narcotic drug, cocaine, and promoting prison contraband.
And she's promoting prison contraband.
Somebody
Damn,
else's
Abuelita's with the
perception that she did.
business.
And the
Oh, she has
state
two arms.
is recommending
She
that I
has the
release her
arm.
to pretrial services. Sevilla is charged with theft of means of transportation.
They got the wrong
But
person.
you went
She wasn't born in 80.
And the state is recommending release to pretrial services.
Hey, bless Abuelita's heart.
What
She just made this
does the
experience a little bit more
state
bearable.
have the belief that Sevilla and Ortega are in fact the same person that's appearing before me now?
Your Honor, the clerk from my office did find Maria Sevilla as a also known as name for Miss Ortega.
She know Nintendo.
But that is all the information that I have as to the true name.
Okay. Is she also facing another charge other than the ones that I've mentioned already?
No, Your Honor, the only information that for charges that we have is the theft of means and the drug count.
With regard to the STEPS program, I'm going to read a statement to you. It'll be followed up with a question. Please answer yes or no. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged.
To be honest with you, I don't think.
Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
I don't think a translator will make a difference right now. She's out of it. She's gone. Like she's not even here. So
was that a yes?
Yes. I heard it, Judge. She said yes.
Counsel, you're going to have to repeat to me what she's saying because I can't understand her.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was just confirming with her about the program.
Okay. Did she answer yes or no? Or nothing?
Right, Riley?
She nodded her head and said yes.
Thank you.
I didn't see no nod. You're funny. You're so funny. Look, you
okay.
Look like a child
Under the name Ortega, we are going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services and place you in the STEPS program. That hearing is scheduled for March 17th at 9.
She's about
no
to fall out that
alcohol
chair.
or drugs. Don't return to the incident location.
Yeah, she would have to clean up. She probably wouldn't be able to understand anything until like about a month after being clean. Because right now she has to clean all that stuff out of her system, crap it out and throw it up and get it out of her bones. And then, she might understand. But right now, there's just no way in hell that she's going to be able to comprehend what's going on. What up, Andy? Sierra writes you up.
Okay, STEPS is March 17th at 9.
Let's see, Southside, BK. She's not showing up. Hey, thank you guys. We're about to hit 20K on the small account. Okay, if you guys could do me a favor, tap, because if you're not tapping, you must be napping or maybe possibly crapping. If you're crapping, it's all good.
The 13th. Okay.
On the small account, we barely
March 13th at 9. And preliminary hearing, does the defense waive time for that?
Yes, Your Honor.
6 minutes to go.
Okay,
Damn,
preliminary
looking at the clock,
hearing
LexCRN. 6 minutes and counting. Hold up, my people. Hold up.
April 21st. Thank you.
Damn, I'm glad I never did none of that stuff. I have no idea what that feels like to be.
And that'll be at 1:30. The public defender is appointed.
Going through something.
The reason I asked about if there was another charge, because on these conditions of release, there is another charge listed, which is
10 years sober is not fun.
Unlawfully administering intoxicating liquors, narcotic drug, or dangerous drug.
I'm sorry?
That is a charge.
I saw that on the pretrial services workup. The jail said that is what she's booked under. I don't think that was supported by any interim complaint that I saw. So we would ask that charge be dismissed.
What's the state's position?
Your Honor, I did not see an interim complaint with that charge either. I did note it on the pretrial services report, but I have no information about that charge.
We'll dismiss it without prejudice.
Thank you.
So for those of you that are wondering what's gonna happen in a few minutes, in 4 minutes, you don't have to do anything. I'm gonna do all the work for you. I'm gonna switch over the stream over to Maricopa County. So just enjoy the ride. Get your popcorn ready. I hope it's not that judge, the heavy breathing judge, because he was on at 4 o'clock. So we might be having that guy. So just be ready for the heavy breathing and whatnot. If you don't like heavy breathing, then that court's probably not gonna be for you. If you love heavy breathing,
okay,
then you're gonna love it.
That one.
He was making weird noises. Yeah, it's like he's moaning and stuff. Like, what's up with you, homeboy? What's up, Madison? Good. Welcome to You Have a Collect Call From.
The theft, it means no contact with victims, stay away from the incident location, no alcohol or drugs. And is that going to be also in April, or is that the sooner?
What up, Kylie? Welcome. Or is it Kylie or Kaylee? No sé. It's okay, just not on the TT Live. He was definitely being a moaner and saying bad words. What the what? As soon as if this one finishes, if it finishes before 7, then I'll go on a swap over really quick. So like that, we don't miss anything. She's been up forever. She's ready for bed. Yeah, she's ready to go hibernate and sleep for like a week straight.
All right, March 27th, release to pretrial services, cooperate with them. Public defender appointed.
Public pretender, if you will.
Let's approve that one.
Approve that one. She's ready for more rogas. She doesn't understand anything. Nope. And if she does, it wouldn't really even matter at her. Poor she's geeking. Pretender. That's why. Hey, because you know, if you really think about it, a public defender, they're protecting you from they're protecting the public from you.
You're excused.
All right, guys, I'm gonna switch over now. Hold up, my people. Hold up, we're gonna switch over really quick right now. Don't trip. We're swapping over right now, really quick. All right, we're going to. Oh no, hold on. That's not where I'm supposed to go. Let's see right here. Calendar. Bam. All right, there we go. We're over. Let me just get it up over here on, oh, it's already on. Lovely. There we go. Okay, guys, are you guys ready? Hey, okay. So if you're just coming across the stream right now, we just switched over to Maricopa County Superior Court. And you might be wondering, what is this? Where am I? There's no court at this time of night. Did you see what time it is, James? It's 6:59 in LA right now, and it's 7:59 in Arizona. It can be. There can be court people going to court right now at this late night. Who does this? Yeah, I like this one better. So yeah, hey, so for those of you that don't believe that this is happening right now, that this is not being streamed live, as soon as they say, all rise, welcome to the court, blah, 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 whatever, they're going to say, they're going to give the date and the time. So they're going to say March 7th, and they're going to say, 8 o'clock. They're going to be like, James, but hold on, James. I caught you, James. I knew it wasn't live because your clock shows 7 o'clock. And he said 8 o'clock. You're lying. I knew it, James. You were deceiving us. This is pre-recorded. Why would you do us like that? Hold on there, buddy. Hold on. I'm gonna introduce you to something that is gonna blow your mind. All right. They got this thing called time zones. So the time is different from where you're at. So like if you're in New York right now, In New York right now, it's gonna be 10 o'clock. All right. But James, no, it doesn't work like that. Simmer down there, youngster. You see, that's right. So you guys know what's up. Those of you that understand how these time zones work, you guys are tracking. For those of you that don't know what time zones are, I can't help you guys. And it's 10 on the East Coast right now. It's 10 p.m. We got Kong ____420. It's 10 in Baltimore right now. It's 3 a.m. in the UK, writes Nicole. I'm in Arizona, and in fact, it is 8 p.m. here. That's right. Thank you there. Thank you for that. Is that Bama Jen? Thank you. Highly appreciate it. The way you're explaining it, laughing my ARD _1995 is 10 in MD is Maryland, right? Let me see. It's 10 in NY or in NC, North Carolina. It's 10 p.m. Eastern time. It's 10 p.m. in Ontario. You see what I'm saying? So it's different times. There's different time zones, my people. Check out the clock application on your phone and look up different places. Tita writes it's 10 p.m. in Connecticut. It's 9 p.m. in Tennessee. It's 9:01 in Nebraska. Let me see. I can't confirm it's 8:01 in Arizona. We don't do daylight savings rights. MC Mariana. Bailey writes, I've been watching your lives for a while. How are you able to get into these hearings? Oh, it's a secret, Bailey. Hey, these things are publicly accessible. I'm not like anybody could get into these hearings. You just gotta, look around, fish around, and whatnot. He's a spy. Mountain time is 8 p.m. Miami is 10:02. 7 in California, writes Sydney Lee. It's 7 p.m. in Washington. Laughing out loud. Jade writes, laughing out loud. Hey, what's up? Hey there. And you see, Bama Jen, we'll be in the same time zone as Cali on Sunday because we don't do daylight savings. If people were smart, you could just go on Google to find out. It is, man. But you know what? You would think a lot of people don't have common sense to jump on Google. It's not that common, if you will. Amber writes, it's 10 p.m. Eastern time. Just passing through. I'm in Juarez, and it's a fiesta time. That's right. James is that guy that, let me see. James is that guy. Don't ask questions. Just appreciate the streams. That's right, Jade. Let me see. Time changes. Oh, man. I got to work this weekend. So, man, I got to work an extra hour. I'm definitely not looking forward to that. Hell no. I hate daylight saving time. I wish my state would just leave it. Yeah, me too. I can't wait for that when they abolish that. It's 10:03 in Georgia, writes Trinity. Let me see. Jennifer writes, damn, she looks rough for 1980. Hey, that abuelita. Hey, she was definitely the highlight. I mean, at her expense, that was the highlight of the night right there. When they said that she was from 1980, I was like, what the? Well, I'm from 81. Damn, I'm looking mighty, mighty good compared to her. Let me see. Chicali writes, dispensa en la tira. Chow time. Chow time. Hell yeah. Be like, James, but we can't hear nothing. Where's the people at, James? All I could tell you is you need to have a little bit more patience and don't ever get yourself incarcerated, because being incarcerated, you got to have a lot of patience, especially if you're going through the LA County. Man, they're going to put you on so many different holding tanks. They're going to put you this holding tank, that holding tank. And not only that, and that's not the worst part. I'm going to tell you what's the worst part about being in these holding tanks, all right? The worst part is that you got people that are homeless or now known as unhoused, and they stink. They reek. They haven't taken showers in months, years, maybe even decades. So that dirt they got on themselves, it just reeks. You smell nothing but patas, and you might be wondering, James, what is a pata? Okay, I'm going to tell you what a pata is, or a pata. A pata is a foot. So imagine somebody how bad their feet stink. Their nose are like freaking dragon feet. And then they haven't washed that chiquitriquis, el chicloso. So, you're going to be smelling some smells that you've never smelled. And then they be passing gas. They're on the floor. They're sleeping next to the toilet. They're using the freaking the toilet paper as a pillow. You've never smelled something so horrific in your life. So you've been through the LA County court, not the court tanks, through the holding tanks. Hey, it's all bad. I'm eating here, right, Rachel? From the cheese. It's all bad. If you haven't experienced that, you're not missing on anything. I don't recommend it. It's all bad. The processing back in 1999, it used to take all day long. By the time you would get in the morning and you weren't reaching the bed until like maybe 9, 10 p.m. if you were lucky. If you were unlucky, you ended up in a cell and they made you sleep on the floor. And Freeway Freddy would be jumping all over. You might be wondering, James, who the hell is Freeway Freddy? Who is this that you speak of? I'm going to tell you who Freeway Freddy is, but you don't want to meet Freeway Freddy. Freeway Freddy is a rat about this size. Hold on, let me see. Let me see, I'm using the wrong figure. Hold on. Like about yay big. That's all. Freeway Freddy is the size of a cat. Like a full grown cat. And they're not scared. You think you're going to scare them like the little rats you got in your house? Oh, hell no. Freeway Freddy will fight you for your soup. You leave that piece of food out, he's going to take it from you. And there's nothing you can be able to do about it. Let me see. I'm filming a complaint with James Board because it's late. Let me see. What up, OG? Can you wish my son a happy birthday? His name is... hey, good one. Good try, Chris. But, hey, if you have a wiener in your butt, definitely take it out because there's no bueno, Chris. Nice try, though. Nice try. Better luck next time, homeboy. Come on, now you gotta wake up pretty early in the morning. Come on, like you what do you think? I live under a rock? Oh, hold up. Court's in session. I hear the noise. Listen up. Listen for non-believers. Listen up to the time. No mames. I'm not hungry anymore, Rice Cake. I'm on the boat. Sorry, wipeouts. Hey, this is gonna be a good one. This dude has a lawyer, so I wonder what he's in for. Hey, what's up, Lisbeth? Welcome back to You Have a Collect Call from James. Please rise. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. But yeah, hey, Freeway Freddy's no joke. If you got an uncle or a family member that's been to LA County, ask him, hey, Theo, who's Freeway Freddy? And you're going to see his eyes just light up like, you know Freeway Freddy? And you know what? And I'm going to tell you something. You don't even have to go to LA County to see Freeway Freddy. Go to downtown LA. Yeehaw! Hey, thank you for that road trip. Highly appreciate that. Are you drinking? I'm drinking that Jamaica. You already know it. If you're from LA and you hang around downtown LA, you see Freeway Freddy jump on in the middle of the night, looking like Master Splinter, all big. Hey, they'll jump on you. They'll attack you. Don't say you weren't warned. Hey, thank you, Sandra. Highly appreciate those snappy fingers there, if you will. Stop. Hey, Rachel, I wish I was making this up. This is nothing but facts I speak here. And man, as a matter of fact, I should try to go make a video looking for Freeway Freddy on the calles of LA. Freeway Freddy's no joke. The legends are true. If you got a friend, if you know somebody that lives in LA and they've been up in the system before, ask them and come back and tell me what they say. Get a lawyer. Road trip, his eyes are big. Hey, James and chat. Hey, Johnny, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to You Have a Collect Call. And for everybody that just came in and I didn't give you a shout out. Hey, thank you guys for being here. And a shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Whether you're participating in the chat, if you're just a lurker, if you're a follower, if you're not a follower. For me personally, I would appreciate it if you guys would follow. It's free 99, doesn't cost you anything. And best of all, I'm not asking you guys for anything. I'm not asking you for money. I'm not asking you for gifts. I just want some of your time. Hey, I don't want your money. I want your time. Ese. Hey, Ignacio Dominguez, saludos desde Wasco, California. What's up, Ignacio? Hey, Lance, thank you for the follow. Highly appreciated. Hey, and like I said, it's free 99. Don't be a Mr. Krabby Patty. Don't be a Scrooge McDuck. Follow, follow, follow. It's free 99. And if you're not following, you're watching, it's like you're stealing something that I'm giving out for free. Why would you do me like that? Let's get to 20K. That's I like your spirit right there, Road Trip. Highly appreciate that. Every time you jump on, appreciate you. Candace Jones writes, me too, killing me with the vivid stanks. Nicole writes, can't see you. Oh, sorry about that. Let me go ahead and turn on my camera. My apologies. Let me get it up right here. I know you guys need to see my animated face, if you will.
It looks
Okay,
like
there I
he has
am.
the attorney matter down at the bottom. So I don't know if you want to sit with your client. Looks like
Well, I already
it's all
talked to
towards
him.
the end.
Okay.
Gabriel Chavez Lopez. And then third is Christopher Alexander.
All right. I'm back. I am back. Free 99. It's not a scam. Don't even trip. Gracias. Highly appreciate that, Chicali. Un chingo de gracias. Running super late tonight. It be like that sometimes. It be like that. Let me see. Scotty's wife writes, this fall 2025, when the time falls back an hour, that will be the last time we ever have to change our clocks. Thank God. I'm looking for it. I'm looking forward for it. Mama of two writes, so we need to stand up and salute the judge, laughing out loud. Let me see here. Let me see other comments. Candace, 12 minutes late. Man, 13 now. Let me see. I can't see you on the tube. All right, you guys can see me, so I'm all caught up with the chat, if you will. Damn, we got 51 people on the tube. Hey, highly appreciate that. Hey, and if you haven't done so, I'm also running this stream on YT. And the picture quality there is 1080p, full quality. Not only that, you also get the chat on the screen, so you won't miss out on anything. And also, if you have a TV or whatnot, log on your TV. Hook me up. Get on that TV, log in, boom, at CollectCallFrom, and you could do the TT on your phone, and you could do the full 1080p HD quality, full HD on your TV. You know what I'm saying? Use that TV. You guys don't even use it anymore. Put it to work. All right. There we go. At CollectCallFrom. Gracias.
Where's the attorney? No, which number?
Number 13.
All right, okay. You can be seated.
Oh, no, it's the breather. Damn, we got him. Oh, look, that's not me breathing. That's not me whistling through my nose. That's that judge right there.
Okay, this is the 8 p.m. initial appearance docket. I'm going to call you all in here individually, tell you why you're here. There's a lectern in the center of the room. Stand behind that, give me your full name and date of birth. I'll be giving you important information about your case you need to take with you. You don't have to try to memorize what I tell you, because before you leave the area, you'll receive a printed copy of a document that contains all the important information concerning your case to take with you.
Damn. he's a man. Imagine sleeping next to this fool. He's when he's sleeping, he's probably going. Woo, woo, woo.
If you're someone who's here in a probation violation matter,
unsolved mystery. That's right.
It will be heard in Maricopa County Superior Court. The Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you at this time, so you'll have counsel at your next court appearance.
He's probably heavy duty. Yeah, this judge definitely snores loud as hell, sounding like the three stooges.
If you're someone who is released, you need to make sure that you review the conditions that may be contained in your release order and comply with them. For example, if they include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime or having contact with alleged victims or witnesses, and you violate those conditions and you're taken into custody for that reason, you will not be released from custody easily again.
This dude does sound like that dude from Unsolved Mysteries.
We'll start.
What's his name? What's the name of the guy from Unsolved Mysteries? I know somebody in the chat knows who the guy is. It's like he's rapping. His whistles are rapping, trying to make some beats.
Ryland Dutra, and then it will be Gabriel Chavez.
Up next on our screen, let's see who is gonna be. What is this young fella's info?
Please.
Ryland Dutra, 09/20/1993.
All right, Mr. Dutra, you were arrested yesterday, charged with possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia. It should have been a Class 6 felony. Public Defender's Office appointed to represent you. Your problem is this. In Arizona, if you were arrested, charged with a felony, and released, which you were as of yesterday, and while you were on that release, you were arrested and charged with committing a new felony, you're not entitled to have a bond set. You'll be held without bond at least until your next court date, which will be March 13th at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix.
Your Honor.
Yes. Now, you've got a very compelling story, I'm sure, but if you were arrested, charged with a felony, and released, did that happen? Yes or no?
A year ago. Yes.
All right. Now, and you were arrested yesterday and charged with committing a new felony, and that's why you're here tonight, right? Okay. Once those facts exist, I don't have any discretion. The law says I cannot release you. I cannot set a bond. Now, you tell me why you think your situation is different.
I was just going to speak about the program that I was released into after last year's situation.
Well, listen, I hope you get back into it. I hope it is successful. But our legislature got tired of people being arrested, released. Their simple solution was, when you're arrested and released and you get arrested again, you're not entitled to be released.
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go. Now, you have an attorney. I think I appointed counsel for you in this case. Talk to your attorney about it, but I don't have any discretion. All right? All right, Gabriel Chavez, and then it'll be Christopher Alexander. Full name, date of birth?
Gabriel Chavez, Lopez Antonio, 7/1901.
All right, Mr. Chavez, you were arrested earlier today, charged with possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of the weapon in the commission of a drug offense, a Class 4 felony. I appoint the Public Defender's Office. Your situation is the same as the previous defendants. You were released on January 24th on the felony of unlawful flight from law enforcement in a motor vehicle, a Class 5 felony, and you were arrested earlier today and charged with possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of a weapon in the commission of a drug offense, a Class 4 felony. I appoint Public Defender's Office to represent you. Because you were on felony release, you will be held without bond. Your next court date will be March 13th at 8:30. All right. Let me get Council, I'll get to you in just a few minutes here.
Is that better, Sierra?
Christopher Alexander, then it'll be Joshua King.
See, I know what I'm gonna do here. Hold up. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit and I'm gonna adjust it. Hold up.
Christopher Alexander.
Okay, hopefully this is better for you guys. There we go.
Alexander King, or Joshua King, actually.
Joshua King. And if for anybody that's wondering how come I don't press that button up there, it's because I can't press it. It's not pressable. It's a mirror of the screen. I know somebody's gonna ask me, James, press that button. We can't see him. He's too tall. Well, I can't press the button. That's why I don't press it. Guys think I can't see it. I got eyes just like you guys. My apologies for going on that rant. But it's like every stream is always the same thing. Let me see. I had somebody call me today and ask me if I'll post her bail. I laughed hard.
I'll take you after this next case, Counsel.
I wish I could press that button.
Did you find anybody? I'm going to take...
But James, I'll show you how to press the button. James, just put your little cursor over it and press the button.
Here.
Yeah, you're going to show me, all right? You're going to show me how to close the stream.
Omega McDaniels.
Press the button. If I press it, I'm going to kick us out right now. That's what's going to happen. I be telling everyone to be quiet when I see you on
name, date of birth, please.
Omega McDaniels, 02-15-2004.
Okay, present with counsel.
Yes, good evening, Your Honor. Brad Smith for Mr. McDaniels.
All right. Mr. McDaniels, you were arrested earlier today, charged with possession of possessing a prohibited weapon style in a Class 4 felony, disorderly conduct with a weapon, a Class 6 felony, and possession of a deadly or defaced weapon, a Class 6 felony. The county attorney's office, does the county attorney's office know counsel was appearing?
Yes, Your Honor, stated present.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not her.
You have a position concerning, I didn't realize that you were on the line. You have a position concerning any release conditions for Mr. McDaniels.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, did Your Honor find probable cause?
Tell me why you think there isn't.
The state believes there is probable cause.
What up, PZ?
Pardon me?
The state believes that there is probable cause.
All right.
I wish you guys could see her face.
Okay, you'll have an opportunity. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Well, let me hear the defense argument first. I've read I read probably before I took the bench about 20 Form 4s. I don't have a specific recollection of Mr. McDaniels, but counsel, go ahead and tell me if that's your position that there's no the Form 4 doesn't state probable cause. Go ahead.
So, Your Honor, I do stipulate that there is probable cause for the Class 6 disorderly conduct. He admits it's his gun. Gun is the same caliber as casings that are found at the scene. I think that establishes probable cause. However, there is no probable cause for the Class 4 or the Class 6 defaced weapon. The Form 4 says, quote, due to Omega owning the vehicle and being responsible for the contents of the vehicle, he was charged with the Class 4 transporting a defaced weapon. Well, that's not the state of the law, Your Honor. It's just because it's in his vehicle does not make him therefore responsible, particularly when there's multiple other people in the vehicle. There has to be some showing of knowledge in order to establish a constructive possession. You can't just say it's in the vehicle, therefore he's responsible. There's got to be possession. And so there's none of that in the Form 4. Nothing ties it to Mr. McDaniels. So the Class 4 and the second Class 6, there's no probable cause for it.
All right, Ms. Stetson?
Yes, Your Honor. There's no indication that the other individuals were actually in the car. When law enforcement arrived, all the individuals were standing outside of the car. So there's nothing to say that the other individuals were in the car, Your Honor. The car does belong to the suspect. The weapon the counsel speaking with, it does say in the Form 4 that the officer did attempt to do a record check on the firearm, but was unable to due to the firearm serial being defaced. Based on the state's reading of the Form 4, there's no indication that there was anyone else inside the vehicle other than the suspect, who was identified as the driver. So state does believe that there is probable cause on both charges. Additionally, the other charge is a prohibited weapon. It is the state believes it was a Glock that had a switch.
Ooh, a Glock with a switch. He's going to fix.
Which then makes the firearm an automatic weapon. So, Your Honor, the state does believe that there is probable cause.
All right, thank you. Counsel, by the way, let me ask you, Ms. Stetson, does the county attorney's office have a position concerning any release conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is requesting bail based on the fact that there was calls to 911 that the suspect there was a firearm being shot fired off in the area. That is obviously a huge risk to the community, Your Honor. Additionally, Your Honor, the suspect is allegedly in possession of two weapons that are he's illegally possessing. Well, both he's illegally possessing because the firearm serial number was defaced. Additionally, Your Honor, the Glock switch is a prohibited weapon under the statute, based solely on the fact that the switch was installed. So, Your Honor, the state is asking for bond to be set in the amount of $25,000 secured. State is asking for, obviously, no possession of any firearms. Do not return to the scene of the location. No contact with witnesses or law enforcement involved in the case. And then the standard condition of no consume alcohol or use illegal substances.
Right,
thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Smith, maybe I can save us some time here. I believe there is probable cause, but I'm going to follow the recommendation of the pretrial services. Your client doesn't have any criminal history. I'm going to release him on supervised release. And the arguments concerning lack of probable cause you can make at the next court. His next court date will be March 21st at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix, and the supervised release paperwork. There'll be a number for the pretrial services on the documents, and within a few days of his release, he's to call and touch base with pretrial services. All right.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, guys.
I think that
I wanted to share with you. That's how it looks.
He
like
should have.
If you jump on over to
does he have it?
To YT, that's how it looks. We get a much better picture at CollectCallFrom.
Okay, after Mr. McDaniels, let me see where we were when we got kind of sidetracked.
Dorothy from Oz. You guys are pretty mean.
I can't remember. Did you guys ever find anybody that I called, the two names I called?
Hey, I better never catch a case up in Arizona or Maricopa, because she's going to throw the book at me.
Who do I just want to see the people that are next on the list that I called two names and nobody came in.
Okay, 1 second.
I can't remember where we stopped. We have like 40 or 50 different cases in here tonight.
Next is going to be Alexander.
It's going to be who?
Number 1, Alexander.
Ah, there we go. Okay. Christopher Alexander. Oh, that, okay.
My apologies. Number
Christopher
18.
Alexander.
Is that, okay, which one are we on now?
Number 18, 19.
All right, full name, date of birth.
Joshua Lee King, August 29, 1991.
All right, Mr. King, you are here on 3 separate cases. You were previously charged, and these are all in Peoria Municipal Court. You were charged with resisting arrest, a misdemeanor, urban camping, a misdemeanor. A hearing was set on the resisting arrest on March 6th. On the urban camping on September 25th. When you didn't appear, they issued a warrant for your arrest in each case with a $250 bond. Your next court date in these matters will be March 11th at 9 a.m. In Peoria Municipal Court. Then you're on probation also in Peoria Municipal Court. They contend you violated conditions of probation. And on September 25th, the warrant for your arrest was issued with a $250 bond. Also, your next court date in that matter will be March 11th at 9 a.m. also. So you got 3 cases, 3 times $250. All your court dates, next court day will be March 11th. All right? There you go. Go step right over there. Okay, where were we on that now? Okay.
Hey, just you guys, hey, welcome over from TT. Highly appreciate you guys jumping over to YT.
Brian Bonner or Bauer.
And I'll be back again tonight at 10 p.m. So you guys know, at 10 p.m. So that'll be in 2.5 hours. We have the last court of the night, which is at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Brian Eugene Bauer, May 14th, 1989.
All right, Mr. Bauer, you are on felony probation in Pinal County Superior Court. They contend you violated conditions of probation, and they issued warrants for your arrest on March 4th. These are no bond warrants, which they can do on felony convictions. And I affirm what the judge, who knows more about your case in Pinal County than I do, I affirm the no bond hold on you. Your next court date will be in Pinal County Superior Court on March 12th at 8:30. And if you can't, you won't be able to bond out because there's no bond. And so the Pinal County Sheriff's Office will pick you up in time to make that hearing. All right?
Your Honor, I was in custody at that time.
And I don't know anything about that. You can
I've been incarcerated since January 4th.
Okay, and I don't know anything about that. And you have an attorney, right, that represented you on some of these things? Well, the thing is, if you let somebody know about it, if that's the situation, so they can do something. But I don't know anything about the case except that you were picked up or taken into custody on this case. Warrants were issued on March 4th, no bond warrants. And I don't know anything more about you or your case. All right? There you go. All right. Joshua Weibark, and then it'll be Brian McDonough.
Magnata? Isn't there a guy that did a scam that had that last name? Magnata? I think I said on Netflix.
6/18/86. Josh Allen Weibark.
All right, Mr. Weibark, you are on felony probation, 2 separate felony convictions here in Maricopa County. They contend you violated conditions of probation. On January 29th, a warrant for your arrest was issued in each case with a $750 bond. Your next court date will be, in each of those cases, your revocation arraignment hearing, Superior Court, downtown Phoenix, on March 14th at 8:30. Brian McDonough, then
Magnata.
Kyle Leathers.
That's it. Magnata. I think that's it. Am I right? Magnata. MC Nada.
Full name, date of birth?
Brian Christopher McDonough, November 29th, 1990.
All right, Mr. McDonough, you apparently are on felony probation in Maricopa County for 2 separate felony convictions. A warrant for your arrest was issued in each case for violating conditions of probation on February 27th. One had a $5,000 bond on the warrant, and the other had a $100 bond. Your next court date will be March 14th at 8:30 in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix. Kyle Leathers, and then it'll be Justin Butler. Full name, date of birth?
Kyle Young Leathers, 10/25/85.
All right, you, sir, are here because you were, let me get this stuff up in front of me. You were arrested earlier today, charged with possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6. I appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You also are on felony probation, 2 separate cases, and the probation department has requested that a hold be placed on you, because each of your arrest today constitutes a violation of the conditions of probation. I set a $250 bond in each case. That's a total of $750 on the new charge and on the 2 probation violation matters. Your next court date will be March 14th at 8:30. Justin Butler, then it'll be Nan Kauchak.
What's up with these last names today? They got some weird ass last names. What happened to like Smith or Thompson?
Full name, date of birth, please.
Justin Butler, May 10th, 1988.
Stop it.
All right. Let me get you were previously charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, and 2 counts of possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felonies.
Who, me?
No, me.
Kauchak? No, you are. What's your last name?
Butler, B-U-T-L-E-R.
I apologize. I thought I was Kauchak.
What, me?
You're Brian. Are you Justin Elliott?
Yes.
Justin Elliott Butler,
right.
And you are on felony probation. And a warrant for your arrest was issued for violating the conditions of probation on February 5th. It was a no bond warrant. So
that's
you'll be
much
held
better,
with
Your
that
Honor.
bond, at least until your next court date, which will be your revocation arraignment hearing on March 14th at 8:30. Yeah, Nan Kauchak, and then it will be.
That fool was about to. He was about to have a heart attack right now. I didn't do such a thing, Your Honor. Felonies. It's outrageous. That's preposterous.
Full name, date of birth.
Nan Kochak, 6/14/97.
All right, ma'am, you're on felony probation here in Maricopa County. You were convicted of possession of drug paraphernalia and narcotic drugs. And on November 27th, actually, it's not on probation. These are new charges, and a status conference was scheduled on that date. When you didn't show up, they issued a warrant for your arrest with a $750 bond. Your next court date now will be March 13th at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. And your order's right here. He's handing it to you. Cullen Nelson. And then it will be Kayla Wingo.
I'm telling you, what's up with these last names? Hey, no problem, Jay.
Colin John Nelson, 4/23/96.
All right, Mr. Nelson. You are on felony probation in Maricopa County, and a revocation arraignment hearing was set on those 2 cases on November 1st of last year. When you didn't show up, they issued a warrant for your arrest with a $500 bond. Your next court date in those 2 matters will be March 14th at 8:30. You have a case pending, which is possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony, and a warrant for your arrest was issued when you didn't show up on November 12th with a $500 bond. The next court date will be March 13th at 8:30, Superior Court, downtown Phoenix. And then, let me see here, the reason you are here is because you were arrested yesterday, charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, a class 1 misdemeanor in this case, and failing to obey a police officer's instructions, a misdemeanor. I set a $500 bond in each of those 2 cases. Your next court date, your next court date on your new arrest will be in Kyrene Justice Court, and that will be, let me see here, that will be on March 12th at 8:30. And if you're in custody and there are any conflicts with dates, we will make sure that you don't get bench warranted anywhere. And sometimes that happens, and it's no problem. We get them straightened out. All right? The order's right here.
Thank you.
Kayla Wingo, and then it'll be Jacob Hood.
Hey, thank you, Steph. Highly appreciate that.
Kayla Nicole Wingo, 7/16/1989.
Damn.
All right, Miss Wingo, you were arrested, let me see here, yesterday, charged with possession of drug. Well, wait a minute. Let me get the right case up here.
What's up with this guy, man?
Yesterday, charged with the following 3 offenses: aggravated assault causing serious injury, a class 3 felony; aggravated assault with a dangerous instrument, a class 3 felony; and misdemeanor assault. I appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I set bond in the amount of $2,500. Conditions of your release, should you bond out, are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have contact with alleged victims or witnesses, and if an order of protection is issued and you're served with a copy, you must comply with its terms. Your next court date will be March 13th at 8:30 in Superior Court, downtown Phoenix.
That looks like a wig.
The place that it happened at, my husband doesn't live there. He was visiting me there. So he won't be there.
Well, okay, I don't know that, it doesn't tell me any of that information, and it wouldn't be a problem, but if you go back and there's a problem, and you get arrested, you'll have, I don't know how you're gonna explain that, all right?
Your Honor, the state is on the phone, on the line.
Oh, yes, all right, thank you, I apologize. I saw what your recommendation was. Please, go ahead.
Your Honor, the state is asking for the bond to be set in the amount of $50,000 secured based on the allegations provided in the Form 4, Your Honor. It's alleged that the suspect stabbed the victim in the shoulder, Your Honor. He did require stitches. Also, Your Honor, this does appear to be a domestic violence case, as the suspect indicated that the victim is her husband. The state also spoke with the primary officer on this, and he also indicated that this is a domestic violence situation. So, at minimum, Your Honor, the state is also requesting, along with the bond, the electronic monitoring be set up before the suspect is released. Thank you.
All right. I don't have a problem modifying this, but let me tell you, if what
she looks shocked.
She told me is correct.
She looks bewildered.
Is it your residence primarily? Is that it?
He doesn't live there. We don't live together.
She's
in my residence.
Well, I will take her word for that for the purposes of the conditions that I set. If he comes back and you can get an order of protection against him also, and from what I can see in this case, but I think you should make sure that you don't have any contact with him, and
yes, sir.
And I don't know what else to tell you. I take your word for the fact that it is your residence, and I'm going to. The order will still state that you're not to go back there, but if nobody's there, I guess there isn't a problem. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck.
Vayas con Dios.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Hey.
Angel Luna, and then it'll be Jesse Garcia.
Hey, what do you think the difference is between the UK and here in the US? That we stream our stuff. We put everybody's dirty laundry out.
Counsel, are you, Ms. Stetson? Are you still on the line for this?
Your Honor, I don't believe. Let me pull him up. I don't believe I'm appearing on this one. No, Your Honor, the state isn't appearing on this. This is just a misdemeanor case.
Hey, did she get a bond or not?
But are there any other cases that you want to appear on, just so I don't?
Yes, Your Honor. State will be appearing on number 8, number 6, number 12.
All right.
I believe those are the 3 remaining cases that the state will be appearing on.
Oh, she got 50K? Damn, she got hit over the head.
Thank you.
50 racks.
Number 2.
I didn't. I know, and I should. Let me go back.
Damn, where are we in Maricopa?
Signature. There we go.
I don't know.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Luna. Full name, date of birth.
Angel Luna, January 12, 1999.
All right, you, sir, were arrested yesterday, charged. Well, let me get you down here. I'm not right on the. There we go. Yesterday, charged with disorderly conduct by fighting a misdemeanor, criminal damage, by defacement of misdemeanor. I've appointed counsel at the next court appearance. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance to appear in Goodyear Municipal Court on March 26th at 1 p.m. Conditions of your release include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime or having contact with victims or witnesses, and if you're served with an order of protection, you must comply with its terms. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. We have your order right there.
Hey, thank you, Jennifer. Highly appreciate that.
Number 2. We didn't correct that? All right. All right. Let me do it again.
What is he going to do again?
Let me see what I do here. No, I didn't. It was a $2,500 bond.
Oh, he left it at $2,500?
Okay. You said you were going to modify it.
No. What I was going to, I was going to take her word for the fact that
we're confused.
That it was her residence.
Okay, so good to go. I just wanted to check.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where was I? Where was I?
Did he just? I think he made the.
Yeah, Jesse Garcia.
Damn, he raised up the sound.
And then it will be Jacob Hood. Go ahead, Mr. Garcia. Full name, date of birth.
Jesse Garcia, and then 1/18/2000.
All right, you, sir, were arrested yesterday, charged with 1 count each of the following. Driving while under the influence, including extreme DUI, depending upon what the blood test shows, and violating an order of protection, which is a misdemeanor. Well, I'm just telling you, I didn't read the order itself, but it probably prohibited you from making any communications, and on your phone, they found evidence of your communicating with somebody you've been prohibited not to. Okay, well then, anyway, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance to appear in Goodyear Municipal Court on March 26th at 10 o'clock. Conditions of your release are you're not to have, there has already been an order of protection issued, right? You've been served with a copy, correct?
It looks like he has a tuxedo.
You're not to have any contact with the alleged victim. You're not to contact her verbally or physically. You're not to go over to where the address is that you've been prohibited from going to. And
it looks like he's praying.
I'm going to release you at this time because I don't know that there were any previous violations. But if there's another previous violation, you'll just probably have to post a good-sized bond to get out. All right? There you go. The order's right over here.
Thank you.
Hey, he when he gets out of here, he's gonna go tell his friends. Oh man, I just got out. I did a hard time.
All right, Jacob Hood,
Relax,
and then it'll
homeboy,
be
relax.
Nicholas Egan.
You didn't even get processed in. You were in the holding tanks, homie.
Full name, date of birth.
Jacob John Hood, May 20th, 1995.
All right, Mr. Hood, you were arrested yesterday, charged with misdemeanor assault and then a form of child abuse. It's a class 3 felony, and it was, in the officer's opinion, when you ran with the child in your arms, as described in the Form 4, that was a form of reckless behavior. Pretrial Services says you're financially capable of hiring your own counsel. I set bond in the amount of, County Attorney, Ms. Stetson?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is one of the ones, this is one of the ones that you wanted to appear on.
Yes,
Go
Your
ahead.
Honor.
Not again.
Steps in on behalf of the state. Yes, Your Honor, this is a case where the suspect is alleged to have been in an argument initially with one of the victims. I believe this is the victim in the misdemeanor charge, Your Honor, who they are in a domestic relationship. They have a child in common, which is one of the victims, Your Honor. They were allegedly in an argument. There are additional victims, I believe, witnesses, Your Honor. The suspect was chasing after the witnesses, the state believes, and based on the officer's investigation, Your Honor, the officer felt like the way that the suspect was chasing after the witnesses was concerning to the safety of the minor, who the officers referred to as a very young baby. The officers did say that he was chasing after their vehicle and while holding the baby in his arms, which placed the baby in an imminent risk of physical injury.
Damn, what a psycho.
Based on that, Your Honor, that does cause the state concern. The state is asking for bond, Your Honor.
Not only the state, us.
In regard to conditions of release, the state is also asking for not to possess firearms, not to return to the incident location, no direct or indirect contact with the victims, no consume alcohol and or illegal substances. Additionally, Your Honor, this is a domestic violence case, which statutorily allows for electronic monitoring, so the state would be also asking for that. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, what was the last part that you said?
Oh, sorry. This is a domestic violence case based on the relationship between the child and the other victim, Your Honor. So statutorily, the state is asking for electronic monitoring.
All right.
You need to hearing aid.
Thank you. Mr.
Okay,
Garcia.
so the way I understood it was that there was like some type of the domestic disagreement, and he had that child in his hands, and I'm guessing that his girlfriend or wife or whoever got into the car and took off, and this fool was chasing her with the baby in the hands. I think that's the way I understood it. I'm not sure if I'm translating that correctly, but that's what I got. If that makes any sense.
If there was a serious problem with regard to your treatment of the child, I think that the mother has sources available to make sure that this matter is treated in another way. I am going to set a $1,100 bond. Conditions of your release, if you bond out, are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have contact with victims or witnesses at this stage. As you leave here, if you bond out, in any subsequent court proceeding, any order that I enter can be modified for good reason. You're not to have any contact with the alleged witnesses or victims. And if an order of protection is issued and you're served with a copy, you must comply with its terms. You understand?
Yes. Is there any way that I could be released to pretrial services? I've never missed a court date. I haven't been in trouble in a very long time. I want to be able to just go home, and I don't exactly have $1,100 to bond out.
You know, let me tell you, I think that one of the things I take into consideration sometimes in a case like this is if they feel that it's appropriate for you to be released, they can do that. And if they don't, they won't do anything that would assist you in being released. And if you're served with an order of protection, I think you know that you're not to go back there. Very likely it would have those terms. I'm going to keep the $1,100 bond in place at this stage, and I think that you are sufficiently.
This was screwed.
You have your job would allow you to retain counsel, and I don't know what else to say except that under the circumstances, I think it's appropriate.
I don't know if they're leaving certain parts out of the story.
You be held at least until somebody is in your family is willing to take responsibility for your being released, if that's a problem. All right. All right. There you go.
Thank you.
But they're not. Hey, once he gets processed
Nicholas Egan, and then it'll be Omar Padron.
And people see his charges, he's not going to be able to explain that. How the hell are you going to explain that I was chasing my lady with my baby in the hands? They're not going to want to hear that. They're just going to see child abuse and pop, one to the face.
Full name, date of birth.
And then he's going to get stomped out.
Full name, date of birth.
Nicholas John Egan, April 20th, 1986.
All right, you sir were arrested yesterday, charged with threatening and intimidating. That's a class 1 misdemeanor. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance to appear in Carefree Cave Creek Consolidated Court on March 26th at 9 a.m. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have contact with alleged victims or witnesses, and if an order of protection is issued and you're served with a copy, you must comply with its terms. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go.
You know what? And I don't think
Omar Padron. And
it doesn't even matter.
Alan Fair.
It doesn't matter if he gets rid of his paperwork because the other people in that were going to court right now, they heard that, so they're going to end up in the same place as he goes. So
full name, date of birth.
They're going to twist that story up.
4/16/1993.
All right. You were arrested, and let me get this back up here.
Imagine the stories they're going to be saying when they go back to when they get processed and they end up in the same place. They're going to twist that story up.
Yesterday, charged with aggravated driving while under the influence.
That's correct, too,
with
Sierra.
a passenger under the age of 15. That's a felony. 2 counts of endangerment. Felonies. 1 count. Well, basically, all the different ways you can be charged with driving while under the influence.
Thank you.
And including driving with excessive speed, in addition, at 20 miles over the speed limit.
Yes, sir.
All right, the Public Defender's Office appointed to represent you. Does the County Attorney's Office have a position concerning Mr. Padron's release?
Yes, Your Honor. The facts of this case, Your Honor, is that the suspect was alleged to be driving 113 miles an hour in a 65-mile-an-hour zone. He was changing lanes unsafely. Law enforcement did conduct a traffic stop. Upon a traffic stop, the officer noticed that the suspect had an odor of intoxicants coming from him and watery eyes. The suspect did...
No, I left.
Do field sobriety test, Your Honor. He did fail the field sobriety test. Additionally, a PVT was done. The PVT was a .216. And he did submit to breath samples, which were a .174 and .171, which is mostly concerning, Your Honor, is that at the time that this was going on, Your Honor, the suspect had his, I believe, 9-year-old and 1-year-old child in the car with him. So there's obvious concerns with the safety to those minors. The state did staff this case with the on-call vehicular bureau for the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. The state isn't opposed to releasing the suspect to pretrial services with the condition that the suspect does not consume any alcohol and/or drug, and alcohol and drug monitoring are ordered, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Padron?
Yes, sir.
I am going to release you on your own recognizance to appear in
like
Superior Court downtown Phoenix on March 21st at 8:30. I have had appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you.
One more time.
I think you can sense from the county attorney's description of what it is that they are fearful about.
Yes, sir.
What they're concerned about with your behavior. I saw, looking at your record, I saw nothing of any sorts that you've been arrested for any alcohol-related offenses.
No, sir.
And if you are again, then they'll treat it appropriately.
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead.
This will, it's never going to happen again.
All right. Well, I hope for your sake and everybody else's sake it won't.
I appreciate you.
All right. Alan Fair.
Oh, snap. He had 2 kids? 9 and 1?
Lee.
Oh, this was out of control. And doing over 110 miles an hour? What do you think? He was in Fast and the Furious? Or he had a need for speed? Come on now, my guy. That's all bad.
Date of birth?
3/27/94. Alan Fair.
All right. You, sir, were arrested yesterday, charged with possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and obstructing a thoroughfare, a public highway, a thoroughfare, a misdemeanor, Class 2 misdemeanor, Public Defender's Office appointed to represent you. I am releasing you on your own recognizance to appear in Superior Court downtown Phoenix, March 21st at 8:30. There you go.
Thank you.
David Lee, and then it'll be Donnell Finley. Full name, date of birth, please.
What do you guys think this guy did?
April 29, 2003.
All right, you, sir, were arrested earlier today, charged with criminal trespass, a Class 2 misdemeanor in this case. I am going to release you on your own recognizance to appear in University Lakes Justice Court on March 25th at 1:30. At that time, if you believe you should have an attorney appointed to represent you in this case, you can request the court consider that. All right? And your conditions of your release include not going back to the location where this is alleged to have occurred or having any contact with the alleged victims.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Donnell Finley, and then it'll be Demetrius Shaw.
The DA? Or who? Who are you talking about?
Full name, date of birth?
Donnell Finley, 9/27/1973.
All right. You, sir, were arrested yesterday, charged with possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. I appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'm going to release you on your own on supervised release to appear in Superior Court March 21st at 8:30. In your release orders will be the phone number, the paperwork that you received, the phone number for pretrial services. Within a few days of your release, call the number and touch base with them. They're expecting your recall, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Next on The Price is Wrong.
Demetrius Shaw, and then it'll be Joseph Jackson.
Damn, it's definitely a full roster today. And the DA, she's here. She's still here for those of you wondering.
Demetrius Shaw, 06/01/2005.
All right. You, sir, were arrested yesterday, charged with aggravated assault causing serious injury, a Class 3 felony. The Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Does the County Attorney's Office have a position concerning any release conditions from Mr. Shaw?
Yes, Your Honor. Ashley steps in for the state. The state is requesting that bond be set in the amount of $75,000 secured based on the allegations, Your Honor. It's alleged that the suspect punched and possibly kicked the victim in the head. The victim has cerebral palsy, Your Honor, making him a vulnerable adult. He is also legally blind. As a result of the actions of the suspect, the victim had a fractured skull, a brain bleed, and
oh no,
an injury to the ear that ultimately caused deafness in his right ear, Your Honor. The state did read the victim's impact statement that was provided to the court and state. Your Honor, these are very concerning allegations. An individual that is already vulnerable now has significant injuries as a result of the suspect's alleged actions, Your Honor. The state is asking for the defendant not to possess any firearms, not to return to the incident, electronic monitoring, no direct or indirect contact with the victims and or witnesses, and not to consume alcohol or use illegal substances, Your Honor. Again, the state is asking for a $75,000 secured bond. Thank you.
All right. Yes, Mr. Shaw, according to the part of the police report that I read concerning what the officers were told by doctors at the emergency room, there was a cracked skull, fractured skull. They believe that the victim will recover. It's non-life threatening, but without more, the police report concerning the alleged assault was kind of skimpy. I believe that under the circumstances, you may very well represent a threat to the community. If you are released, I'm setting bond in the amount of $25,000. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have contact with victims or the alleged victim or witnesses. Your next court date will be March 13th at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. And your order is right over there. And that got modified. I don't
we got to celebrate for that one. That's all bad right there. How are you going to attack somebody that's blind and they got cerebral palsy?
And Your Honor, that concludes all the matters for the state.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's it.
All right, Joseph Jackson.
She's done for the night.
And then it will be Leticia.
We're not going to hear her no more.
Full name, date of birth.
Again, Joseph Jackson, 10/14/80.
All right, Mr. Jackson, you were arrested yesterday, charged with aggravated assault causing serious physical injury. That's a Class 3 felony. Wait a minute. My screen didn't.
Hold up.
You can put your eyebrows down now.
I'll put my hands up real quick.
Yeah, I didn't.
What do you think? You're in grade school?
Yesterday, charged with one count each of the following. A form of assault causing fear of injury in the victim, a Class 4 felony, obstruction by refusing to give correct name, and criminal trespass, a misdemeanor. The public defender's office appointed to represent you. I'm just reading the charges, okay? All right. I mean, I can't change that, all right?
Right.
All right. Public defender's office appointed to represent you. I am releasing you on supervised release to appear in Superior Court downtown Phoenix on March 21st at 8:30. Conditions of your release include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime or having contact with alleged victims or witnesses. Any questions?
Can I get documented like my injuries or no?
Well, you can, but at this stage of proceedings,
I was going to say, do you have pictures of the?
I don't.
They're not going to help you.
Nothing. I don't believe that there's anything that you are expressing an interest in.
They would take
part of the Form 4. They would be available to you if there were. You have an attorney appointed to represent you. Talk to your attorney about it. But what my primary function at this stage of proceedings is determine whether or not there's probable cause to believe an offense has been committed, and you committed it, and do you represent such a threat to the community based upon your behavior that a substantial bond should be set? And I didn't believe that, so that's why I'm releasing you on supervised release. And your paperwork, in the paperwork you get will be pretrial services phone number. Give them a call within a few days of your release. They're expecting that. Touch base with them. All right, there you go.
So the reason that he's in oranges is because he was already in custody already. He probably had a prior case.
Leticia Sosi, and then it'll be Michael Broder.
If that makes any sense, if you will. Jennifer writes,
full name, date of birth, please.
Leticia Sosi, 110101.
All right, ma'am. You were arrested earlier today, charged with 3 counts of disorderly conduct by fighting all misdemeanors. Pretrial Services says that you are financially capable of hiring your own counsel. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance to appear in Peoria Municipal Court on March 27th at 9 a.m. You have absolutely no history of any sort that I could find from the material I'm provided. And so in a case like this, there's kind of a quandary for the person in my position. Should I prohibit you from returning, which is to the location where this occurred? Should I prohibit you from having any contact with these people, your family members? And I got the impression that this was an unusual circumstance, and that you don't present to them a threat of something like this happening in the future. And if you do, they could always get an order. They could always get an order of protection against you, and if they did, you'd have to comply with it. All right, and that's part of my order. Also, is if an order of protection is issued and you're served with a copy, you must comply with its terms. All right, and if that means not going back there or having contact with any of the alleged victims, you'll have to do that. You understand?
Yeah, this is my house.
Huh? It is your house?
Yeah, it's my house.
All right, but I will tell you that the incident that occurred trumps temporarily, at least, that your ownership. I mean, if you cause an offense in there and injure people, even if it's your house, at this stage of proceedings, you can be prohibited from going back there. That doesn't mean you lose ownership. But I mean, at this stage of proceedings, they're not expected to go out and scramble and try and find someplace else to live. If you did something that would that constitutes a serious offense and you present a danger to them, all right?
All right.
All right, there you go. Your order's right over there.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Michael Broder, and then it will be Christopher Alexander.
Damn, she came in on flip-flops. Man, I would at least put some shoes on before the cops got there. Come on now. And I forgot to do one of these. Awa.
Full name, date of birth?
Uncle Broder, August 23rd, 1983.
Let me see here. Where was I?
And if you're looking for love, please do so. Check out Lock Up Connections.
I didn't bring my glasses today, so I'm kind of
She has the connections with prison pen pals, if you will.
You were arrested yesterday, charged with possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. Pretrial Services says that you're financially capable of hiring your own counsel. If that's not correct, you can request appointment of counsel any subsequent court proceeding. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance to appear in Superior Court downtown Phoenix on March 21st at 8:30. All right, there you go.
Hey, Casey, they're asking me, do you have any females on your profiles?
Christopher Alexander.
There might be some men out there looking for love behind the rejas, behind bars, if you will. And that's Locked Up Connections on TikTok.
Christopher Alexander, 10/31/84.
All right, Mr. Alexander, you're on felony probation here in Maricopa County. The probation department contends you violated your conditions of probation, and on February 10th, the warrant for your arrest was issued with a $100 bond. You may have heard me at the beginning of these proceedings tell everybody that if you're in a probation violation matter that occurred here in Maricopa County, Public Defender's Office appointed to represent you. Your next court date will be March 14th at 8:30 in Superior Court in downtown Phoenix, and your order is right over there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. We got house calls here.
Damn, hey, this was a long. We went into overtime on this one, but that's
Joseph
because
Hoffey.
That's because he started late.
22:31.
This fool started late. He was on the late train. I don't know if he's under the weather or.
Mr. Hoffey is on felony probation here in Maricopa County. On February 5th, a warrant for his arrest was issued with a $100 bond. His next court date in that matter will be his revocation arraignment hearing in Superior Court downtown Phoenix, March 14th at 8:30. He also, come on, don't jump around like that.
Who's he talking
has where do we go here? A direct complaint filed by the county attorney's office charging him with burglary, a class 4 felony, and shoplifting by concealment and misdemeanor. This was issued on February 27th with a $1,500 bond. His next court date in that matter, God, get this stuff jump around, will be March 13th at 8:30, Superior Court downtown Phoenix. Public Defender's Office appointed to represent him. And then the reason that he was here today is that he was arrested earlier today, charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. His next court date I set a $250 bond. His next court date, March 13th at 8:30, Superior Court downtown Phoenix. All right. Is that everybody?
There's number 34, Dakota Hunker.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Yes.
So house cars are people that don't either they're a danger to themselves.
Yes, Dakota Hunker is here because he was arrested yesterday and charged with giving false information to law enforcement, a misdemeanor, obstruction of the highway thoroughfare, a misdemeanor, and refusing to give correct name when instructed by law enforcement, a misdemeanor. He's being released on his own recognizance to appear in Highland Justice Court on March 27th at 9 a.m. Let me get those all listed here. Oh.
Okay. All right. So the next stream is gonna be in 1 hour and 42 minutes. I guess he pulled the trigger kind of quick. He was a fast shooter, if you will. For those that are looking for love, the name of the TikTok channel is Lock Up Connections, all together, no spaces, no underscores, and it has a blue icon. So if you type in at Lock Up Connections, if you see a blue icon, there it is there. And I asked her, and she said that she does have a few females there, so you might be finding somebody at Chowchilla or the other women's prison. What is it? CIW, California Institute for Women. And these are, I believe, the majority of the individuals there. They're locked up in California. Be back in an hour, bro. That's right, D. Smith. Hey, anyhow, I do appreciate you guys. If you guys haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. It's free 99. And if you're on YT, hit that subscribe button. It's free 99 too. Hey, thank you, Wendy. I appreciate all of you guys for coming here and spending this time with me. Highly appreciate it. I know you guys have countless streams that you guys could jump on, but you're here. You choose to be here, so highly appreciate that. All right, so shout out to everybody. Anyways, like I say around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And with that, we're out, but not completely for the night. We still got one more, and we'll be back shortly. All right, we'll be back. A rato. Let's see here. I gotta All right. And we're back. We're back. See, we're down to the last 5 minutes. James, why you're whispering? No say. I don't know. But here we go. All right. Welcome to the last court of the night in Maricopa County, Arizona. But James, where I live, they only have court until 4 p.m. How can it be possible that it's about to be 11 p.m. in Maricopa and they still have court there? Hey, you know what? I just run the streams. I don't know about all of that. And when they came up with the idea to run courts all day, every day, 365 days a year, all these questions, you might want to take it up with your state representatives, if you will, and find out where they came up with these laws. I'm just here to share this with you guys. Yo, what's up, guys? Up? Welcome to a brand new episode of You Have a Collect Call From. Hey, what's up, Kay? How's it going? Buenas noches. And today's Friday night. So you know what happens when it's Friday night. The freaks come out at night, if you will. So, bro, TT Shop is dangerously addictive. Laughing out loud. I think I've only bought one thing from the TT Shop. A lot of DVs, right? Gas up. You might be right. And a lot of drogas. All right. Hey, don't forget, sharing is caring. If you know somebody and you love them and you think they might end up in court, send them this stream just to give them a heads up so they know how to say guilty or not guilty. Man, what's up? As soon as I get on, I always get these co-host requests in it, but it's from my account from the UK. I don't know what's going on. Oh, what? Who are you? Let me see. How do I get rid of this vato right here? Let me see. Can I get rid of him? How do I get rid of him? How do I get this guy on? The hell? I don't even know. How do I get rid of this guy? I can smell that fool over here. Yeah. How do I do that? Don't know. Let me see. How do I gotta take this fool off right here. Let's see. Drop this fool like a bad habit. How do I get rid of him? Right here? Is it right here? Nope. I don't know. No sé. Disconnect from the live. No. This was disconnect you after the live. Disconnect from. Let me see. Cool. I got rid of him. Damn. Like, man. Tell him to leave. Okay, I figured it out. Plead. What up, Moon Eyes? Welcome to a brand new episode of You Have a Collect Call From. You don't know what you don't know. That's right, Moon Eyes. Ooh. Bless me. Do I got a cliffhanger? Hopefully not. Please don't cut that. Bless you. Gracias. Highly appreciate that. Jerky Love Shade. I think that's what it is. They need to make the text in yellow so you can see it. It's not bright enough. What up, Joe Billings? Cubo compa. Frank is back. He's back on the chat. I hope it's a different judge. Hey, let's say a little prayer. Yeah. Which judge do you My apologies. Let me see. I hope I get some visits tomorrow. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Arizona, you know this, man. Yeah, this is going to be Maricopa County. Let me see here. Let me try to enhance my Do I got any stickers? How come my stickers don't work? Does anybody else have a problem with putting stickers up on their screen? For some odd reason, I can't put stickers up. But no sé por qué. Night Action in the AZ. That's right, Moon Nice. All right. Hopefully it's not going to be Robert again for the judge. Because he definitely has me on it. That guy, he definitely raises my anxiety levels. And then the DA, mixing the DA, sprinkling the DA right there. I don't remember what her name is, but please not let it be him. Please not let it be him. They're teasing us. Real facts, gas up. And let's go ahead and get a roll call. Let's go ahead and get a collect call, roll call going on. Where is everybody tuning in from? If you guys don't mind dropping that in the chat, unless you're on the run. Wife got home and baby. What? Mars, North Carolina. We got Dan. We got SoCal, Nueva York. We got VA, California, Colorado, Syracuse, Nueva York, Rhode Island. That's right. Represent your city. Dago. That's right. The 619, Southern California, Seattle, Washington, SoCal. Represent your city. KY, Kentucky. Man, I love them, those Kentucky Board of Parole hearings. Seattle, Washington, Tucson, Arizona, Louisville, Kentucky, California, Merced. We got Richmond. That's Richmond, Virginia, right? And we see Mount Vernon, Washington. Bad Area. What the? I never heard of the Bad Area, but I heard of the Bay Area. San Diego, California, Southern Indiana. Where you from? I'm from Los Angeles, the 213, Southern California. Arkansas. We got Wendy coming in from Arkansas. We got Carmen coming in from
Thank you. You may be seated.
Oh, hell yeah. Woo! We didn't get let me go ahead and take this picture off right here. Oh, but she types me like my wife when she's mad. So they're definitely going to be in for
Good
a
evening.
surprise
This is
today.
the time set for the 11 p.m. calendar on March 7th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of fingerprints and DNA samples that were made on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. I'll call you each one at a time to the podium, and I'll also provide a second name to sit in the chair outside of this room. If we can start with Mr. Drake to the podium and Mr. Jones to the chair.
Did she say Drake?
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Oh. Yes, Your Honor. It's Cameron Drake, April 1st, 1998.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we are here today on some new charges. It's for an offense date of November 10th, 2024. It includes 1 count of criminal damage, a Class 5 felony, 1 count of criminal damage defacing property, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. I'm also going to give you some hearings in the downtown Superior Courthouse. You're going to have a status conference March 13th at 8:30, an evidentiary hearing March 14th at 1:30, and a preliminary hearing March 17th at 8:30. You were out on felony release at the time of this offense, so you are being held non-bondable tonight. The hearing set for March 14th at 1:30 is the time set to determine if bond will be set on these charges. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Is March 14th Thursday, Your Honor?
I don't know.
It is Friday.
Okay, so next week, Friday.
Yes, so you will have a hearing on Thursday, but that's not the time set to determine bond. It will be Friday, the 14th, where they'll determine that.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yeah, I just have a lot of court cases coming up next week and stuff, so I was just curious.
Yeah, so a couple more next week, but they should be able to coordinate to make sure you're there for all of them.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. If you step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork.
Such a polite young gentleman right there.
Mr. Jones to the podium.
Hey, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Gunzenhauser to the chair.
Mr. Who? Come again?
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Yes, December 23rd, 1997, Deshaun McKellar Jones.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you are here on 2 probation violation warrants. I'm going to appoint counsel and set a probation revocation hearing on March 14th at 8:30. That does apply to both of your cases. In one case, you have a secured appearance bond of $750, and in the other case, the judge is holding you non-bondable. I wouldn't recommend posting the $750 until you see the judge on March 14th to determine if you're going to either resolve your probation revocation issue or if they're going to set bond on the second case that you're being held non-bondable on. Okay? All of this will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
So, regardless if I pay the $750, I'll be non-bondable.
Correct, because on one of your cases, you're non-bondable anyways. You'll see the judge next Friday. They could potentially resolve the probation revocation, and you'll have a disposition hearing, and you won't need to post a bond, or they could set a bond on that second case, and then that would be in addition to the $750. Okay? Anything else? All right, if you'll sit to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
No.
Mr. Dunzenhauser to the podium and Mr. Evans to the chair.
Mr. Dunzenhauer.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Eric Gundenhauser, October 4th, 1985.
Thank you, sir. It does look like we have two cases on the calendar. The first one is a new Superior Court case. It does include one count of aggravated assault on a first responder, a Class 5 felony, one count of resisting arrest, a Class 6 felony, one count of threat or intimidation, a Class 1 misdemeanor, one count of disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor, one count of obstructing a highway or a public thoroughfare, a Class 2 misdemeanor, and one count of criminal trespass in the third degree, a Class 3 misdemeanor. Wow. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. I'm also going to give you some hearing dates in the downtown Superior Courthouse. Oh. But before I do that, it does look like you're here on a second case.
Does he only have one arm?
Here for another hearing. I'll affirm the attorney in that case. In both of your cases, you're going to have a status conference March 13th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 17th at 8:30. In the case you failed to appear on, you have a secured appearance bond of $500. On your new charges, you're being held non-bondable because you were out on felony release on your other case when this offense was committed. Yeah. So you're going to also have an evidentiary hearing next Friday, March 14th at 1:30. That's the time set to determine if bond will be set on the new charges.
So you're saying in jail?
So you will stay in custody until at least March 14th.
Cool.
Okay? If you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
I think he's the one-armed man. I think. No sé. No go.
Mr. Evans to the podium. Roy Nakar to the chair.
Next.
Good evening, sir. Could I get your name and date of birth?
September 13th, 2006. Good evening.
And your name?
Jake Nevins.
Thank you so much. It does look like you are here on a new Superior Court case. It does include one count of armed robbery with a deadly weapon, a Class 2 felony, and one count of aggravated robbery, a Class 3 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You'll have a status conference March 13th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 17th at 8:30. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond of $50,000. If bond is posted, you have written conditions of release to include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses. All of this information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions, sir?
Yeah. How much was it again? Sorry.
You have a secured appearance bond of $50,000.
50, jeez.
So because it is a secured appearance bond, it does mean you can use a bail bonding company. When you get to the back, you'll be given access to a phone as well as some bail bonding phone numbers. It's typically going to be 10% plus collateral if you use a bail bonding company. Otherwise, you can post $50,000 through the 4th Avenue bonding department.
So 10% would be $5, right? I mean, $1,000, right?
It would be about $5,000 plus collateral. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I once had a bail for 50 G's, and it was for
All right,
vandalism.
If you'll step to your left, they'll give you that papork, sir.
Then
Roy Nakar to the podium.
I asked for it to be reduced, and they doubled me up to 100,000. What? For vandalism? Sheesh. That's pretty messed up.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Roy Nakar, February 2nd, 2006.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you are here on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you. I will affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you and set a status conference March 13th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 17th at 8:30. I am affirming the secured appearance bond of $27,000. If you post bond, you have written conditions of release you'll need to comply with. They are the same as they were previously given to you when you were in this court. It does include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses, and you are prohibited from accessing the internet by any means. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
All right, if you'll step to your left, I'll give you that paperwork, sir.
Good luck to that youngster right
Tavon
there.
Crump to the podium.
He probably weighs like
Clarence
120
Donnell to the
pounds.
chair.
No internet.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Yeah, Tevin Cronky, August 1st, 1992.
Thank you, sir, and I apologize for mispronouncing your last name. I debated.
Apology, Your Honor.
It does look like you have two cases here this evening. One is a new Superior Court case. It is for one count of trafficking stolen property, a Class 2 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference March 13th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 17th at 8:30. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond of $10,000. It looks like you're also on probation, and so it is a Term 1 violation when you were picked up for this new offense, so I'll appoint counsel and set a probation revocation hearing March 14th at 8:30. In that case, you have a secured appearance bond of $1,000. So you have a total secured appearance bond of $11,000 for these two cases. I know you were previously seen in December. Have you been in custody since then?
I haven't been in custody.
Okay, so I don't know if that bond has been resolved. If not, the $11,000 bond that is given tonight would be in addition to the previous one, which I think was $1,000. If you post the bond, you'll have written conditions of release you'll need to comply with. It does include contacting your probation officer in 72 hours. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No question.
All right, just up to your left, I'll give you that paperwork, sir.
Next.
Clarence Donnell, Gabriela Garcia to the chair.
Up next on The Price is Wrong. What do you think this next individual is gonna? Is this real? Hell, nice.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Clarence Donnell, 11/24/1999.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you were taken into custody by your probation department for probation violations on 2 probation violation cases. I'll appoint counsel in both cases and set a probation revocation hearing on March 14th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $2,500 in each case for a total of $5,000. If you post that bond, you have written conditions of release. It does include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, if you'll step to your left, we'll give you that paperwork, sir. Gabriela Garcia to the podium and Juan Lopez to the chair.
Up next to The Price is Wrong is going to be our next contestant.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Gabriela.
Garcia, 6/17/93.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like you are here on 3 failure to appear warrants. I'm going to affirm the attorney that was previously appointed to represent you. You're going to have a hearing on March 17th at 8:30. That will apply to all 3 cases. You have a secured appearance bond of $1,000 in each case for a total of $3,000 for the 3 cases. If you post bond, you have written conditions of release you need to comply with. It will include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours, and then you'll need to ensure you attend that hearing to avoid a future failure to appear warrant and forfeiture of any bond you may post. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions? All right, if you'll step to your left, I'll give you that paperwork. Juan Lopez to the podium and Andrew Chavez to the chair.
Up next, let's see how many GTA stars the next contestant got right now. Is it going to be 1 star, 2 stars, or 5
Good evening.
stars?
Can I get your name and date of birth?
Juan Lopez, April 7, 97.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you're here on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you. I will affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you and set a status conference March 13th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $2,500. If you post bond, you have written conditions of release. You need to ensure you attend that hearing to avoid a future failure to appear warrant and forfeiture of any bond that you may post. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Yes. So I posted bond the first time, and the only reason I wasn't able to attend was because I was at Eloy Detention Center. So if that changes anything.
When did you go into Eloy Detention Center?
Right after I posted bond, and before I posted bond, I triple checked and requested if I had any holds, warrants, or detainees, and I was told no, and that's why I posted bond, but then I was picked up and taken to Eloy.
So he went to immigration.
Were you sentenced and did you serve something in Eloy, or was it for ICE?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and does ICE still have a hold on you?
No. Well, I mean, they released me. I don't know.
You're about to have another hold, homeboy. Yeah, it's kind of catch-22 right there.
The only reason you got released is because it does look like the state filed a petition to have you brought here for this hearing. So I don't know if you'll be returned to ICE once this is resolved.
Okay.
Because the information indicates that you may end up being returned to them after you resolve the issues.
Which is fine, but like I said, the only reason I posted bond was because I was told I wasn't going to be picked up.
She don't know. She don't know that. She don't work for the Federados.
That bond money?
At this time, they haven't had a hearing to forfeit that bond yet. Well, hold on, let me see.
Just because I was kind of basically lied to, you know.
Yeah, so they haven't had a hearing to forfeit that bond. So at this point, that doesn't look like that's happened. It doesn't mean that can't go forward in the future, but there would be a hearing. And so talk to your attorney about that when you meet with them on March 13th. If the state intends to file a forfeiture of that bond, because that may be a defense as to why you shouldn't lose that, okay?
Shit, they spent that already.
You do have a bond again today, but I don't know, ICE may take you again. So you may want to wait and get to that hearing on March 13th first, okay? If you'll take a step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork. Andrew Chavez to the podium, and Ms. Bird to the chair. Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Andrew William Chavez Jr., 5/31/1973.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you are here on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you.
Yes.
I will affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you and set a probation revocation hearing March 14th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $1,000 in this case. If you post bond, you'll need to ensure you follow all written conditions of release, attend that hearing to avoid another warrant and forfeiture of any bond. Any questions?
No, I'll be able to make it because I came from Florence.
Are you in the Department of Corrections?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do they still have a hold on you? Do you still have time left in the Department of Corrections?
I have to do 2.5 years for that.
Okay. So if you post the bond, Department of Corrections will just take you back and they'll issue another warrant. So you may want to just not post the bond and resolve the probation revocation hearing next week. Okay?
What date?
March 14th, next Friday.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? Thank you, sir.
I can't wait to get back to you.
The date don't matter.
Ms. Bird to the podium.
You ain't going anywhere for the next 2.5 years,
Ryan Batchelor to the chair.
All right. Up next.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Laketia Sheree Gloria Bird, 9493.
Thank you. It does look like you're here on a failure to appear warrant. Is it a failure to appear? Yeah. I'm going to have to reprint this one. I will affirm the attorney that was previously appointed to represent you. And I'm going to set a status conference March 13th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 17th at 8:30. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond of $500. If you post that bond, you need to follow all written conditions of release, attend those hearings to avoid future failure to appear warrants, and forfeiture of any bond that you post. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Yes. I went to court and they told me it was a 30-day, that they were pushing it out for 30 days. I don't know how I got a warrant when they told me 30 days. I went to court.
No sé. I don't know.
They said give them 30 days.
I'm just looking to see.
Come on, we gotta get this show on the road. We got no time for questions. Hey James, I sent you a message on here, the other page on here.
I don't know if I got
okay, I'll check out my messages.
On the dates, I don't know, but I know I went to court. I'm always going to court. This is never an issue for me.
No rush. Gracias. 22 life for failure to appear.
So it looks like you were in custody. They gave you a hearing of January 16th. You requested a continuance.
Yeah.
They granted that continuance, but you didn't show up to the hearing that they continued it to.
Oh, it was a hearing for it. Oh, it was the hearing. So I got that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, the hearing, I missed it.
Yeah. So it was from the February hearing that resulted in this warrant.
See, okay. I got messed up on my dates.
I hate when that happens.
That's what that was.
So your new hearing date, your next one will be next Thursday, the 13th at 8:30, and then the following Monday, the 17th.
So I'll be in jail till Monday?
You can post a bond of $500. If you don't post bonds, then the next time you'll see a judge is next Thursday, the 13th.
The 13th, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
If you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Batchelor to the podium, and Mr. Guevara to the chair. Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Ryan Bachelor, A2194.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a direct complaint that was filed. It's for an offense date of January 17th, 2025 for 1 count of resisting arrest, a Class 6 felony. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and set a status conference March 13th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 17th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $500 in this case. If you post bond, you have written conditions of release you'll need to comply with. It does include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. It does look like you were previously seen earlier this week, so this would be in addition to any bonds that were previously set. Okay?
What is a direct complaint?
So you may have been arrested on these charges, or you may not have, but they have filed, the state has filed a petition with the court indicating you committed the crime of resisting arrest, and so a warrant issued for you once that complaint was filed by the state. Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right, if you step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork. Mr. Guevara to the podium and Mr. Robinson to the chair. Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Vicente Guevara, 83091.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you're here on a probation violation warrant with allegations you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I'll appoint counsel and set a probation revocation hearing on March 14th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $100. If you post that bond, you have written conditions of release to include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions? All right, if you step to your left, I'll give you that paperwork.
So
Mr. Robinson to the podium and Mr. White to the chair.
Normally in facilities like that, they got the air blowing super cold. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's cold right there. He's definitely going through it. I'm pretty sure, and it looked like he was going through withdrawals too. So
Good
that
evening,
doesn't
sir.
help.
Can I get your name and date of birth?
Randall Robinson, 10/17/1990.
Thank you, sir. And are you being held on anything else?
No. I was being held on, it was just a violation, I think, right? I think I was just here for a violation. They just pulled me from a pod to come here to just do a page 2. So
Okay.
I don't know which one it is, but no, I'm not being held on other than what that is, I guess.
So you're in custody on a probation issue right now?
I believe so.
Okay. Trying to see when your next hearing is on those.
I mean, I got, for some reason, I don't know, they picked me up on a warrant, brought me here, and then this would be my court date. So, I mean, I don't know.
Okay, let's see.
I was just trying to do the sober living, trying to get my life together, and
The mystery charge. I hate those
I
mystery
thought I already
charges.
gotten,
When they pick you up for no reason.
I thought I already,
Those are the worst.
I thought I went through court for this, but
So what you're here for right now is a direct complaint that was filed, and it has an offense date of April 13th, 2024 for 1 count of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession.
I thought I got sentenced for that already, you know, so it was kind of strange.
Yeah,
that it like seems to be recurring.
Yeah, they keep on bringing you to court. They
So
just
I'd
keep
been
on
in
sending
custody
you.
well within like a year's time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like 6 months ago I was in custody, so they would have caught that by that time, I would assume.
Let me look and see when they issued the warrant.
Yeah, come on, mom, boy. Good try. Better luck next time. Eh?
So you were seen on your other case March 4th, so a couple days ago, and you were given a $500 secured appearance bond. Let me see, when's your hearing for that? And your hearing is scheduled for that on March 10th, so not till Monday. So you're held on that. And then the warrant on this case issued, it just issued February 26th of 2025. So even though it's an offense date of April of 2024, it's a more recent filing and warrant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a $50 placeholder bond on this because you're being held in custody. If I don't put a placeholder bond on this, you may miss those hearings and you won't get credit for any time served on both cases.
Okay.
And then the hearings on this case will be a status conference March 13th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 17th at 8:30.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions?
I don't think so.
All right. If you'll take a seat outside, we'll reprint that paperwork, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. White to the podium and Mr. Murphy to the chair.
Better luck next time.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Deontay White, December 24th, 2000.
Thank you, sir. It does look like we are here on a new Superior Court case. It does include 1 count of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. I'm going to give you some hearing dates. You have a status conference March 21st at 8:30, and a preliminary hearing March 25th at 8:30. I'm releasing you today on your own recognizance. That's your promise to appear at that hearing. You have written conditions of release you need to comply with. You need to ensure you attend those hearings to avoid a future failure to appear warrant and being held on bond next time if you don't go to those hearings. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, if you'll step to your left, I'll give you that paperwork, sir.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Mr. Murphy to the podium.
Mr. Murphy, que gacho.
Alice to the chair. Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Yes, Aquatic Murphy, 10/10/2002.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you're here on a Santan Justice Court warrant. It looks like you failed to pay some fines for a reckless driving fee in 2022. Warrant issued February 3rd of 2025. Due to the nature of your charges, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel. You're going to have an arraignment hearing in the Santan Justice Court on March 25th at 9 a.m. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance at your promise to appear. I'm also going to include the Santan Justice Court phone number in your written conditions. You can contact them. If it is a payment issue, you may be able to just get back on a payment plan, but don't miss that hearing unless they give you permission to get on a payment plan and vacate that hearing, okay? Question?
Yes. So on June 11th, I was brought in by the Queen Creek Police Department, and I was served 3 weeks over here where it was written on a document for me to release. That time was served for that, and then all that bond was actually, it was expunged. So I don't know why it's still on my record.
I hate when that happens.
I don't either. I mean, it's a justice court case, so I can't see the documents that have been filed. I can only see that they issued this warrant. Let me go back to it and see. They put on it that it's a failure to pay, so I don't know if you did in fact expunge it, whether it alleviates the fees that were due and owing on it. It looks like it might be about $680 still left on that. Okay. But you can contact them, and I mean, I am releasing you, but I can't give you any additional information because I can only see what they've listed on here on a very recent warrant. So call the number at the bottom of your paperwork. It's a weekend, maybe call them Monday and see what they say about any fees and that. Okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you, sir. If you'll step to your left, I'll give you that paperwork. Alice to the podium.
Up next on The Price is Wrong, what kind of case do you guys think this individual's going to have? Is it going to be a little bit of rugs, maybe some Crizac sprinkled on top?
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Oh, yeah.
Alice for the 82480.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like you're here on a Peoria Municipal Court warrant. It does look like it is a pre-adjudication warrant for a failure to appear in December of 2024. Due to the nature of your charges, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel. I'm going to set an arraignment hearing in the Peoria Municipal Court on March 27th at 9 a.m. I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance at your promise to appear. Your paperwork will include your written conditions of release, date, time, and location for that hearing. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, just step to your left. I'll give you that paperwork.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Man, you know what I will say this.
Case number 1, Franklin
Using
drogas? Date of birth, July 23rd, 1997.
do a number on
Proceeded
your
the
job.
house call due to being a danger
Mess
to
you
others. We are here on a failure to appear bench warrant. I will affirm counsel previously appointed and set a non-witness violation hearing on March 14th at 8:30. And I am affirming the secured appearance bond of $1,000. If bond is posted, he will have written conditions of release he needs to comply with. If anything changes after I meet with him, I will update the written record. Case number 4, 5, and 6 involve Natalie Gutierrez, date of birth December 18th, 1998. This will proceed as a house call due to her being disruptive. We are here on 3 probation violation warrants with allegations that she violated term 1 of her probation. I'll appoint counsel and set a probation revocation hearing on March 14th at 8:30. She has a secured appearance bond of $500 in one case and $250 in the other 2 cases, for a total bond of $1,000. If bond is posted, she'll have written conditions of release she needs to comply with, and if anything changes after I meet with her, I will update the written record. Case number 10, Luis Salazar, date of birth December 30th, 1986, will proceed as a house call due to being not compliant. We are here on a failure to appear bench warrant. I will affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent him and set a status conference March 13th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 17th at 8:30. I'm affirming the secured appearance bond of $1,250. If bond is posted, he has written conditions of release he needs to comply with. If anything changes after I meet with him, I will update the written record. Case number 24, Micial Moreno, date of birth January 3rd, 2003, will proceed as a house call due to being unable to function. We are here on a new municipal court case for 1 count of shoplifting, removal of goods, a class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found. However, due to the nature of the charges, he is not entitled to court-appointed counsel. I will set an arraignment hearing in the El Mirage Municipal Court on March 25th at 8 a.m. I am releasing him on his own recognizance. That's his promise to appear. He does have written conditions of release he needs to comply with, which include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime. If anything changes after I meet with him, I will update the written record. That now concludes our 11 p.m. calendar, and we will stand in recess until 5 a.m.
5 a.m. But James, your clock says 10:30. How can it be 11 p.m.? Time zones, my people. Time zones. We're in a different time zone. Let me see. Don't no one's top Sosa. Hey, Sosa. That fool's on a good one today. Hey, this morning, it was bananas, that Board of Parole hearing. Sheesh. Hey, wowzers. That was definitely interesting. Anyhow, hey, so like you guys heard her, this was going to be the last court for the night. The next court is going to be at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I'm not going to be up for that one. I'm going to be knocked out. I'm going to be sleeping. 47 citations. Dang. Oh, so somebody asked me, how come you didn't see anybody right now? That's easy. That's because those people, they're either a threat to themselves, they're a threat to the staff, or for whatever reason, they can't move them. So what will happen is the judge is going to go to the room and have court in their cell. And then she'll go ahead and do whatever she's gonna do with them right there, if you will. So hopefully that clears up any questions you guys had or confusion. Keep rocking them CL20s. Hey, that's my staple right there. I can't stop wearing the CL20s. Who else have you seen wearing the CL20s? You don't. I've never seen nobody wear CL20s on any of these streams here. So I guess I'll say I was the first. I am the first. Let me see. I wonder if they have this in NY State. So in New York, they do. They do got night court. The only thing is that with New York, you can reproduce these court streams. Arizona don't trip like that, so that's why I restream these lots of bass. That's why I restream these hearings, because Arizona don't trip. You know, if I did it for New York, I'll probably be showing up in New York in handcuffs. So I'm not trying to do all that. Is there another one tonight? Nope. This is it. This was the last one for the night. The next one will be tomorrow in the morning. That one, like I said, I won't be up for that one. It's at 4 a.m. my local time here. But if you do want to catch it, if you happen to be up, jump on my YouTube page, and I'll keep it running there. Also, I'm probably going to be back at 11 p.m. I'm going to be doing some calls from prison, California State Prison, Centinela, down south. We're going to be bringing Felipe on the phone, if you will. So for anybody, for any of you guys that are interested in listening to these conversations, you're more than welcome to show up. If not, then it's all good. 25 minutes. Yeah. And about 25 minutes or so, I'm going to cut it for a little bit. Go do some stuff around the house, wait for the phone call. And as long as I get that phone call, you guys will see me back here in 25 minutes, if you will. All right. So, hey, I do appreciate everybody that's tuning in today. If you're following, I appreciate you. If you're not following, I appreciate you. If you're a lurker, I appreciate you. If you're participating in the chat, I appreciate you. If you're following, I appreciate you. If you don't follow, I don't appreciate that. But like I said around here, hey, following is free 99. Just do it. Do it like Nike. Why wouldn't you want to follow? You're here because you like it. Try you like it. Anyhow, hey, I am Collect Call James. You are watching. You have a Collect Call From. And like I said around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it slices out. And with that, we are out. Rato, buenas noches, Tita, and everybody else. Appreciate you guys. I'm out. And one toilet flush for the road. Drop one, flush one. All right, I'm gonna cut the stream now, guys. See you guys mañana. Bam. 136 hours.